Yes, it is I, SpoonyNin. How are you doing? It's Thursday, so that means it's What the Fuck Thursday. And also you might you might also notice that I have some fangs, and also that it's actually very difficult to talk with them in, because they make you want to go. So anyway, yes, I have fangs in today, because I was having a butcher's round Steam, as one does, and I was looking for something to play today. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't want to know what I needed. I just wanted to play a game, right? So I had a look through demos. There was an awful lot of porn. I'm not gonna lie. And I saw this, Vampire Therapist. So I thought, hey, what's more interesting than therapizing vampires? Why not? It's, you know, it's a... Okay, let's read the review on... Let's read the hubbub on Steam. That would probably help. If I actually have a look at it over here. Just gonna click that back. There you go. So if I have a look here, let me see what they describe. Vampire Therapist. It's a demo at this precise moment in time. What does it say? Guide vampires through centuries of emotional baggage, decades of delusions, and the odd bout of self-loathing with real cognitive behavioural therapy concepts, and become a vampire therapist. Even vampires need a shoulder to cry on when a neck to bite just won't do. Oh my god! So we're gonna become a CBT therapist, which is really interesting because I've gone through several bouts of CBT. So this is going to be fucking delightful. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be great. I'm not quite sure when the game is out. Oh, it's 18th. Oh, in 4 weeks. 18th of July it's supposed to be out. So this will be interesting. Anyway, so I have my vampire teeth in. I am a spoon the other night. So yes, this is gonna be excellent. This is gonna be wonderful. Announces 18. Oh, hey, wait. Sorry, I just saw something on the news. Keir Starmer announces 8.6 billion worth of tax rises. As long as it's for major businesses, I don't give a rat's. Because they need to cough up more money, quite frankly. That's what I think, but that's just me. And I'm a curmudgeon vampire. You know what? I really should have some spectacles for this, because it will make me look smarter. It really would make me look smarter. But if we continue to play this, if I actually get this and we can continue to do it, then I will happily wear. I look really good with fangs. Now I'm just showing my fat neck now, but never mind. Right, let's get into this then. Also, before I forget, Happy Pride Month! Woo! Yes, for all the LGBTQI plus peeps out there. And I also have some packet cappuccino crap, which I probably shouldn't drink because it's late in the evening. But I am a vampire therapist. I must have the coffee to keep myself awake from listening to people. Right, let's start this bad boy up. Oh, it's made with Unity. Always a good start. Little Back Game. Oh, Little Back Games. Oh, it's German. It's German. Vampire Therapist. Okay, right. Okay, I'm excited. This could all go horribly wrong. Oh, I need to add the sound as well. I will say, I am going to miss Twitch Studio when it goes, because it is actually quite user-friendly. I will say that. I just get them good. Actually, luckily for me, because I'm sort of far away from the screen, you can't tell how horrible my teeth are. Although, having said that, I have been using whitening toothpaste. So, I drink a lot of coffee and tea. It stains my teeth. I grind my teeth. It's a thing. Anyway, I need to put on the headphones of loveliness. Or, as always, let me know if there's anything wrong with the sound, and I will try and fix it. Let me know. Oh, there doesn't seem to be any sound at the moment. Oh, there we go. Pride gameplay. Ah, you have a good morning? I was going to say good morning. That's completely wrong. Right, where's the... Excuse me. Where's my game capture? Okay, this is going to be interesting. Wrong time zone, dearie, I know. Oh boy. Right, excuse me. Hello? Why are you not working? Game capture. Okay, I don't know why this is not working. It should be working. I've had partial dentures since I was a teacher, so no tea shaming coming from me. Oh, okay. I might have to... Oh, no, not that one. There we go. Okay, we're going to do monitor 1, because apparently the game sharing isn't working. But there we go. How's the sound? How's the game sound, Megan? Let me know. You know what I might do? I might just make my camera just a little bit bigger. Sounds good. Excellent. Right. Let me just fuck around with this real quick. Oh, God. No! I'm destroying everything today. I just want that. Thank you very much. There you go. That's the bunny. That's what we want. Alright, lock that. Meh. Oh, okay. There we go. There you go. Sorry. Technical difficulties. I certainly should have done this before the stream, but, you know. 15 at the last count. Holy shit. Haha, count. I see what you did there. Right. Let us try a new game. I'm excited. Vampire Therapist is a comedy game about immortal undead processing historical yet personal traumas. References to historical violence and oppression may be upsetting to some. This game was developed in consultation with licensed therapists, but should not be considered a substitute for therapy, unless you're a vampire. Okay, so that's the legal stuff.
My name is Sam Walls, and I'm a dead man.
Okay.
Well, kinda dead at least. See, I'm a vampire. Now, if you think that means all that Dracula hooey, like hissing, wearing skin-tight leather, and hunting mortals for sport, I wouldn't blame you one bit. That's exactly the sort of thing I did in my younger years with my former gang. And let me tell you, a vampire who's good with a gun can be a real terror. I got lucky, though. I met some kind mortals who saw beyond my fangs. They taught me my letters and showed me how my thinking was keeping me from finding any kind of peace. After they passed on, I roamed America's majestic wilderness for nigh on 90 years, figuring out myself and what it means to be a vampire.
But do you like garlic and silver?
I found
Yeah.
revelation. What I realized was, it ain't fangs that make us monsters. It's the self-defeating ways we think. Anywho, as the world started getting smaller, my old vampire gang
This
tracked
man
me
says
down.
anywho.
Them being my kin, I wanted to help them see the world like I did, but they still have the same monster mindset I used to have. Good thing I'm a quick draw. But I got hooked up with this newfangled internet thing and found a vampire who's helping my kin find their way. Fella named Andromachos, supposed to be 3,000 years old.
This is like what we do in the shadows. I love it.
I figure someone older than time has got to have the answers. I'm going on a trip, I guess.
Oh, this is magnificent.
Feels like my opportunity to do some good in the world. I've been lucky, and now it's time to give back. Vampires ain't monsters. Or at least, they don't have to be. And come hell or high water, I'm gonna prove it to them.
Oh, I love this already. I'm a cowboy vampire therapist. This is brilliant. Ooh. Get down with you.
Well, I think this is the address. Number 27, Clean Flitter Mouse Streeb?
Strasse.
Sure is a hell of a lot of ruckus for this time of night. People stay up late here. Wait a minute. These folk are vampires. Better watch myself. Guten Abend, folks. Sprechen Sie English?
Ja, hello, Alta. Are you here to party with us at the hottest club?
The German vampires! Ah! Yeah, Germans do love a good rave. Yeah, let's go to the discotheque. Yeah, oh god. If there's any Germans watching, we're fucked. Ask about Andromachos.
I'm looking for Andromachos.
You mean the club owner? Ja, that is why we are here.
If you're lucky, he will invite us to the private party at the end of the night.
Uh-oh. Is that a German Matt Mercer? Oh! We gotta look this up afterwards.
Well, what happens there?
I think maybe it is too kinky for Americans to hear.
Oh yeah, this is a game for me. Okay, okay, see you in a bit, Megan. Tell them you're here to party. Ask about the dress code. Ask about the club. I'm gonna ask about the dress code.
I don't think what I'm wearing will fit the dress code.
The cowboy look is total sexy, but you will get a bit sweaty.
I hope we will all get a bit sweaty.
Good thing we run a little on the cold side, huh?
Don't worry, my Liebling. We make each other warm.
What? No, that is not German Matt Mercer. Fuck off. No. Fucking Mercer. Awesome. Right, well, it's got a German vampire Matt Mercer. We've also already had the word kinky. We're a rootin' tootin' cowboy vampire therapist. And it's got German techno music. I'm in, man. I'm in. This is the game for me.
Reinhard, stop. Don't scare the American. I want to do that.
Maxi Liebchen, you're so naughty tonight.
This is brilliant.
No, you are the naughty one.
Oh my god, dudes, get a
Well,
room.
definitely ain't an American no more. I can cut loose. What kind of party is this?
The kind where we dance all night and get sexy.
Oh, here are them kind of vampires.
Ach so, there are better things to suck than blood, oder?
Oh my god. Someone fucking clip that. Happy Pride, everyone! Oh my god.
Although we have to get past the bouncer first. If we do not, I'm thinking our night is ruined.
Oh, wait a sec. There's something about what she just said. I can feel it. It reminds me of one of my revelations about the funny patterns in the way we vampires think. Well, let's see. One type of thinking I noticed I called hot branding. That's when we brand ourselves with names we can't get rid of.
Oh, okay, I see where this is going.
There's high noon mind. That's when we treat a situation like it's a do or die showdown.
Okay, kids, say it with me now. It's high noon.
And there's saloon thinking. That's when we act either helpless or invincible, like we've just drunk a pint of moonshine. I can always check my journal if I need examples. I kept all my notes about the funny ways we vampires think in there.
Collected notes of Sam Walls. Private property. Do not read. Reward if found. Cowboybloodsucker@vmail.com. Oh, really? Fucking shit hot, man. Oh, Doom Hippie, hi! You've just come in. This is brilliant. Ah, this is so good. I'm so happy. Cognitive distortions. I found this old notebook and figure I'd take it with me to Europe. I figure it'll help me organize my thoughts. I'll separate it into sections so I can jump right to them right quick. That way, when I need to get to a particular section of my notes, all I gotta do is hop over to that section. Easy as falling off a horse. I know falling off a horse is real easy. Cognitive distortions. Funny ways we think. I realize we vampires can think in a funny way sometimes. Like, reality's right in front of us, and we just can't see it. Heck, pretty sure it's all humans who do that. Not just vampires. We do think funny. We do think funny thinking in particular, so I figured I'd write them down, so I don't forget them. I'll include examples so I remember, but there they work. So you got Big Showdown, which is, or High Noon Showdown, which is, I'm assuming, oh, okay, yeah, so if I can't get back into the best, if I can't get best saddle, my bot's gonna break, ain't no doubt. Either I show up ready to win the rodeo, or I better just not show. Oh, okay, so it's like super. I'm just trying to think what it is in actual CBT language. No thoughts, just vibing to the music. Come on now, it's a dance party. Woo! This is fucking awesome. I'm enjoying this already. It's thinking the extremes. Ah, right, okay. So it's, yeah, thinking extremes. I can't remember what that's called in actual CBT, but there you go. Saloon thinking is hopeless. It's my fault my body got shot. I knew that sheriff was triggered. Yeah, so this is, catastrophizing. And this is self-doubt. Okay, gotcha.
I think I know which one of them funny ways they're thinking in, though. Hold on, compadres. You seem like the kind who can make their own fun.
I don't want to have my own fun. Imenacht is the only place to be on Friday night.
Wait a second. She's acting like this is all or nothing. Do or die. What I call that again? Maybe I ought to check my journal.
Okay, so...
I don't want to have...
Amigos, you're putting too much weight on this thing. It's a nightclub, not a high noon showdown. The night's full of possibilities.
Reinhardt, I don't know what this means, but I like the way the sexy American talks.
You make us think that maybe it is better we haven't gotten into the club, because we are now meeting you.
Oh my god! Threesome?
Hey, if meeting me makes your night better, I'm glad we met. I really gotta find Andromachos, though.
You have to get past the bouncer. He decides who gets in and who doesn't. And he hasn't looked our way all night.
Maybe I'll have a little word with him. Excuse me, friend.
Oh,
I hear you're around to talk to
wow!
around these parts.
I really hope this is voiced by Travis Willingham. I might be right.
I'm here to see Andromachos.
Megan, calm yourself. Calm yourself. Steady now. Steady. We're only like 2 minutes into this thing. But I do agree with you. I do totally agree with you. Put the German vampire Matt Mercer with the sexy cat boy from Touchstone. Absolutely.
Have fun, mate.
Oh, okay. No, not who I thought it was.
Hey, thanks, amigo. You have yourself a fine night, you hear?
Cowboy, what about us?
Bring them joy.
Yeah, sure. They're friends of mine.
Have fun, mate.
Well, come on, you two. We ain't got all night. Yeah.
Oh, I like the way he says yeah.
Dang, awful loud in here.
Oh no, you've watched Bridgerton. Oh fuck, that's terrible. Oh, I might have to squish my head down again. Right, bear with me. Just need a fiddle. Oh god. Webcam. There you go. Or maybe I could put my head cam in the middle. Oh, maybe actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something I don't usually do. I'm gonna put me in the middle, and hope I don't cause a ruckus. Oh, that's the alerts. I'll put the alerts over there then. There you go. There you go. All right.
Come on, my liver, dance with us!
Yeah, you're right, actually. That could probably work better. Actually, you're right. I'll do that. That is... Yeah, there are. Holy shit, are there? Right, okay, let's crank this bad boy up. Whoop. Okay, sorry, I'm just fiddling with this because I wasn't quite sure. I really should have, like, changed this when I should have investigated this, but I was like, I'll be fine. Nobody will know. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Oh, I have a spoon in my face, though. I will move the spoon. I'll put the spoon over here. There you go. Perfect. Alright, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Well, you kids have fun. I'll catch up with you later. Tarnation, I'd rather hear a gopher giving birth than this. I better talk to whoever's slinging drinks in this here saloon. They ought to know where Andromachos is. But pardon me, ma'am.
Well, well, look at you. We get a lot of 80s fashion in here, but not usually the 1880s. What can I get you, cowboy? The special's Red Bull and vodka.
Red Bull. They can fuck right off.
I never drink Red Bull.
Okay. I love it. They used the fucking Dracula quote. I love it. 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 I never drink Red Bull. Blah! Fucking
I'm
brilliant.
actually looking for the owner. He around tonight?
Might be. What do you say your name was?
Sam Walls, begging your pardon.
Sam Walls, huh?
Red Bull can go right in the bin. Fuck yeah, it can. Fuck it. Red Bull. Red Bull. Don't drink Red Bull. It's crap. It's nasty stuff. Don't do it.
I don't think I know anything about a Sam Walls. After all, I'm just a know-nothing bartender.
Now why she gotta say she's a know-nothing? It gets my goat when vampires brand themselves like that. I think I'll say something. Well, hold on. What'd you just say?
I said I don't know any Sam Walls. I'm just a know-nothing bar.
She's branding herself a know-nothing. What'd I call that again? Hold on. What'd you just say?
Okay, I got
I
that
said I
wrong.
don't know.
From where I'm standing, I see someone with style and confidence, not just a
It's
drink
fizzy
machine.
vomit.
Don't
That's
go
very
branding
true.
yourself
It
like
is
that's
fizzy
all you
vomit.
are.
It's disgusting.
Don't you go worrying about me, cowboy. The man upstairs warned me you were coming. I was just testing to see if you are who you say you are. Tell you what, let me give you something from our special reserve. I don't think you're looking for booze.
Well, thank you kindly, ma'am. I was wondering where the blood was. I met some vampires outside, so I figured this was a vamp.
You met some goths, honey. They're here to dance and have fun.
So all these people are mortals?
How do you think the head vampire gets his blood? They can't wait to share it with him. It's a special experience.
Oh!
He's the only real vampire here. Well, him and Bert.
There's a vampire called Bert! I love it!
Bert?
You met him already. Bert, shuffle on over here.
Oh, Bert! I love him!
This one's here to see the big guy. Show him upstairs, okay?
Have fun, mate.
Good luck up there, cowboy. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Where's Ernie? Yeah, does he have a roommate named Ernie?
Howdy. It's Sam Walls to see you, sir. The guy who's been sending you all them V-mails.
Yes, I know who you are, Samuel Walls. You have come here because you believe you can help our kin. The question is, are you first able to help yourself?
Oh, okay. Doctor, heal thyself. I can help myself.
I've been fixing myself for more than a century now. I don't think I need help.
Then you must prepare to learn a most difficult lesson.
Okay.
We all need help, Samuel. I am pleased that you have come to receive mine.
Ah, very good.
Dang, you scared the heck out of me.
You must allow an ancient vampire his games. He will play them regardless. Please, sit down.
Oh man, I hope these two get together. I don't know why. I just feel the gayness. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
What an absolute pleasure it is to meet you at last. I found your messages most intriguing.
Afraid there ain't much here in the way of intrigue. I'm just a lonesome cowboy looking for answers.
Oh, he's a lonesome cowboy. Well, I'm sure this big burning hunk of vampire manness could make the loneliness go away. Okay, like... Oh, right, let's see if I can drink this coffee. That's good temperature. Right. Oh my god.
You know, I receive emails every day from vampires seeking my help. You are the very first to seek my aid in helping others. This alone makes you intriguing.
Well, dang. I think
Oh,
you're
look
gonna be
at
sorely
that!
disappointed when you
Ah,
get
I
to
love
talking to
it.
me.
The art
I'm
style.
just
I
honored
love
you're
the
giving
art
me the time
style.
of night.
This is brilliant.
I have unlimited time, Samuel. I am pleased to share some of it with you. Our kind can be rather set in their ways. It is inspiring to see someone so young and eager to learn.
Yeah, well, I wasn't much for learning when I was alive. Just making up for lost time, I guess.
It sounds as though you have been handling your own life better than most.
Just a
I was
rhinestone
particularly intrigued
cowboy.
by these
Exactly.
revelations you had while walking in nature.
Oh, yeah, them. Well, I give walking the credit. Nothing sorts my thoughts out better. After a few decades, I started seeing patterns in the way we vampires think.
Can you explain some of these patterns?
I've tried to explain them to other vampires, but it ain't never gone well. I can try, though. See, we tend to assume certain things just because we've been believing them since we were alive.
Okay. I'm just going to put it out there. If any of you guys have been through CBT or any kind of therapy, and this may be triggering for you, so just think of the gayness. That's all I'm asking, because this is really interesting from my perspective. So if you need to switch off, if you need to take a breather and then come back, then no worries. Just give it a minute. Actually, I did spell therapist right. Okay, well that's just okay.
Or we decide the world's against us just because we're hungry or tired or something.
Excellent. That's good to hear.
And when we start tackling problems that ain't real, we ain't fixing our real problems. That make any kind of sense?
Fascinating, Samuel. These revelations that you had in the woods, mortal psychologists have a term for them. They are called cognitive distortions.
Yep.
Cognitive whoozy what now?
Cognitive distortions. They are exactly as you described them. I will explain in a moment. Please, tell me about these specific revelations you had.
Well, I noticed how we stress ourselves out by making everything a battle of do-or-die absolutes. High noon mind, I call it. Like that feeling you get right before a big shootout.
I must confess I have no experience with this feeling. I engaged in Mortal Kombat long before the age of gunpowder.
Mortal Kombat! Do 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 do.
But the sentiment you describe mirrors the words of my old friend Marky Aurelius. He used to say that the magnitude of life's challenges often turn us into
Marky
our worst
Aurelius.
selves.
Come on now.
You mean Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor?
Of course, his name was Marcus. Marky was a bedroom name.
Holy shit! Oh, this is fucking good. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Steam.
You mean you and the emperor were...
It was ancient Rome. Penetration was similar to a handshake.
Nice. Nice. Freaking high five that man.
My apologies. I somehow forgot you were American. But let us discuss this high noon mind.
I love the fact that he's just using American. Yep, sold. Absolutely sold. Fucking shut up and take my money.
I believe we can broaden your definition. Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon of binary thought polarized thinking, but I like to call it Nosferatu thinking.
Yeah, polarized thinking. This this is similar.
Nosferatu thinking?
It means you are thinking in black and white.
I get it. That's pretty funny.
This is okay. So, all right. I'm just gonna talk for a bit. So far we've had vampire German swinger Matt Mercer. Well, goth, but he could probably turn into a vampire. Let's be honest. We've got sweet rhinestone cowboy therapist vampire. We've got some really well written jokes in this. Some really well thought out explanations. Yeah, just in just over a month. I'm surprisingly enough, this is a demo. Yeah. So I am definitely going to get this because it's got me hooked. It's got some really good definitions and interesting interpretations of aspects of cognitive behavioral therapy. And yeah, it's just really, so far I'm impressed by how clever it is. So, and the art style is really nice, the sound's really good. It's adds to wish list, absolutely. I think a lot. I genuinely think this is pretty good.
I believe it encompasses the breadth of the distortion. One is not flatly weak or strong, good or evil, smart or stupid, a success or a failure. The truth is far more complex and colorful. Not every high noon gunfight ends in oblivion, correct?
But yeah, that's true. Getting shot still ain't fun, but it ain't the end neither.
A perfect example, Samuel. Now, try to catch me using Nosferatu thinking. I will give you a series of statements, and one of them will contain Nosferatu thinking. I will repeat them if you miss it.
Okay.
If I do not drink blood, I will surely die.
Is that Nosferatu thinking?
No, Samuel. In this case, I am not arguing with reality. If we do not drink blood, we die. This is a fact of being a vampire. Let us continue. Death eventually comes for us all. Mortals will always fear our kind.
That's Nosferatu thinking right there. I've met mortals who knew who I was and weren't scared.
Okay, so this is very clever.
Very good, Samuel. And even if you hadn't, to say mortals will always fear us ends any hope that they might not. Always is such a terminal word, is it not? Would you like to discuss more of your revelations with me?
I realize that as vampires, we can get the feeling of the power that comes with immortality and strength, but then we get hopeless and aimless over time. It's kind of like the fella you see in the saloon at the bottom of a bottle of whiskey. Either he thinks he can fight everyone, or he's crying into them last drops because he thinks life's hopeless. It's saloon thinking. Two extremes that probably ain't true.
A fascinating observation, Samuel. Your saloon thinking was described in my time as the battle between hubris and nemesis, the twin excesses of arrogance and self-pity.
Ah!
Oh man, it make me wish I'd gotten some schooling. Maybe I would have figured this stuff out earlier.
You live forever, my friend. There is no rush. What you have identified is a phenomenon where individuals perceive either an illusion of control or a lack of control. Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon you have described a control fallacy.
Ah.
Rarely do we have complete power over our situations or no power at all. But we create this illusion that stops us from attempting to change our perceived situations.
Ah.
Yeah, you're right about that. I used to think I'd never get away from my gang. And maybe that's what made me stick with them for so long.
Wow, this is bringing back memories.
Yes, you see how cognitive distortions keep us from facing reality, whatever that reality may be. Of course, I am so old and powerful that I am always in control.
You're testing me, ain't you? That's a control fallacy right there.
Well done, Samuel. I am indeed very powerful, but the cosmos holds no awareness of Andromachos. Of course, as you expertly pointed out with your analogy about the man at the bottom of a whiskey bottle, a control fallacy can be positive or negative. Listen to my next few statements and try to find a control fallacy. Simply let me continue if you do not detect one. The sun will eventually burn out. I will roam a cold, dead earth, and there is little I can do about it.
Well, that sounds like one of them control.
I applaud your optimism and ambition, Samuel, but some things we must be prepared to accept, and the death of the sun is one of them. But let us continue.
Okay.
My kitty cat died. I shall be lonely forever.
I'm sorry about your sweet kitty, but you can always pick up a new
I
one.
was so.
Or there's
I
lots
was.
of them just waiting for a loving home, so you don't need to be lonely.
I genuinely thought that he was gonna say pussy. I'm kind of sad that he didn't.
It was just an example, Samuel. Well spotted. But I do speak from experience. I felt this way once when a pharaoh I was dating had our cat mummified.
What?
I went into a murderous depression that nearly decimated the continent. But I had the power to help myself all along by adopting a new friend in need of a home.
Oh, dang, don't let me get on your bad side.
I doubt you shall see it, Samuel. Did you have more revelations to tell me about?
See, I used to be in a gang. They were my whole existence. If you asked me who I was, I would have said, I'm a murdering bastard. Once I got away, I realized how small-minded that was. I was Sam before I was a murdering bastard, but that's how I was choosing to brand myself. My old gang's still around, and they're still branding themselves like that. They can't see themselves as anything but killers.
Very astute, Samuel. I favor the clinical term, however, which is labeling. You correctly discovered that labeling is a reductive act. When we call ourselves names, even if we find them accurate, we create prophecies we are doomed to fulfill. For millennia, I thought of myself as a killer. It was not untrue that killing was how I made my way in the world. I was an unstoppable warrior and assassin.
Oh, he's really hot. He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy.
But with this label, I limited myself for ages. I did not only kill people, I also killed potential aspirations I might have
I
had.
still struggle with that. I still struggle with labeling.
See whether you can catch me doing some labeling in my next few statements. I am so old, I am ancient. Call me whatever you like, but don't call me late for dinner. How shall I describe myself? Yes.
Well, that's about as clear a labeling as it gets. Yeah, we vampires tend to do a lot of killing, but reducing ourselves to killers ain't doing us any favors.
Excellent, Samuel. You are correct. Labels can be cages that we lock ourselves in. I was a mere murderer for most of my existence because that is how I labeled myself.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Sam Walls, murderer, reprobate, and good for nothing.
Oh, Mega, no. Oh, man. I label myself as dumb, stupid, idiotic. This may be a group therapy session. I don't know, man.
Those are not how I would describe the Sam Walls I see before me. Did you have more revelations to tell me about?
I think that's all of them. Or at least the ones that were the most obvious to me.
That you recognize the concept of cognitive distortions at all is most impressive, Samuel. What took me nearly 3 millennia to understand took you merely 2 centuries.
Oh, come on, you're just flattering me. I'm just a dope stumbling his way through one life.
Are you now? Tell me, Samuel, what kind of cognitive distortion are you?
Yeah, I'm doing some labeling. I gotta watch myself, huh?
Oh, yay! Excellent! Oh, that's so good to hear, Megan. I'm so glad. That's awesome. Yay for D&D! Yay! In person! Yeah!
As long as we retain any humanity, we will have cognitive distortions. What we are aiming for is not to become perfect beings, but to understand and accept ourselves. As long as we can recognize cognitive distortions, we can address our real challenges. One cannot drink blood from a straw man, after all.
Very good.
I ain't never heard that one before, but I like it.
If it helps solidify the concept in your mind, then I am well satisfied. I know you came to learn from me, so I will do my best to honor your good intentions. Let us ensure that you understand the concepts of labeling, control fallacies, and Nosferatu thinking.
The place I go for group sessions might be running a game and they are looking for interest. 4 of us immediately said yes, and then 3 of us all went, can I use my new dice? Then we talked about the new dice we have. I've got 3. You got 3 sets of dice at the weekend. Ooh. Nice. I get paid tomorrow. I might treat myself with... No, I don't need any... The dice goblin in me says I need more dice. Yeah, I know realistically I don't need any dice. Oh, £5 each. That's really good.
I will give you a series of statements, and each one will contain a cognitive distortion for you to identify.
Get the dice.
I will begin. If I invite over my vampire friends, I know I'm going to have to deal with guano all over the place when they turn into bats at the end of the night.
Well, that ain't right. He's acting powerless, like...
If I invite over my vampire friends, I know I'm going to have to deal with guano...
Well, there's a control fallacy, sir.
No, control
You're
fallacy.
acting like you've got no control, but you could lay down some
The
ground
dice
rules
goblin
for guests.
commands it, by
Or
which
some
I mean
newspaper.
me.
or express concern to my friends that they have not been toilet trained. Very good, Samuel. Let me try. I am Andromachus, the ancient darkness, the scourge of the Mediterranean, the more...
Well, that's definitely some intense labeling. Those are some hard names to get over.
You are not wrong. Those names followed me for millennia. It was most stifling. Let me try another then. If my club's revenues do not significantly increase, I will end up living on the street.
That there's got to be Nosferatu thinking. There's a huge space between making a ton of profit and living on the street.
Indeed, you are correct. I run my club at a considerable loss, but 3,000 years of banking interest means that money is not really an object to me anyway.
He knows how to play the system.
Samuel, now I am not only intrigued by you, but also impressed. I would very much like to teach you my ways, but I must demand something of you first.
Sleep with me!
Anything. I'm here to learn.
You must receive therapy yourself. I will not have you seeing clients without a commitment to your own mental health.
Well, that's true. If you are a therapist, you do need to have someone, because otherwise it can go absolutely tits up.
Oh, now, hold on just a minute. I don't know that I need therapy. I'm feeling pretty good about myself these days.
Samuel, we all need therapy to live in this world. You have been speaking in cognitive distortions since the moment you walked into my office.
I have. I didn't even notice.
They are most insidious, but I am here to help you identify and challenge them. You have walked alone for too long, Samuel. Allow me to share my experience with you.
Well, all right, if you say so. I appreciate your taking the time to work on this, old cowpoke.
We have all the time in the world, Samuel. But for now, you must be eager for something fresh. Please, dance, drink your fill. We will begin tomorrow.
Oh, sexy times!
Okay, then. Well, sir, it's been an honor.
You don't have to call me sir, you know.
All right, then, Andromachos.
Andromachos.
Hey, Andro...
Just call me Andy.
Ah! He's gonna be his kid, Andy! Ah!
All right, Andy. I'll see you tomorrow, then.
Okay, time to get into the techno.
Sweating, blood pumping. I am thirsty. There ain't no power on this earth that'll get me on the dance floor. Maybe I'll see if the bartender's got anything for me.
If it isn't Clint Eastwood again. How'd it go, cowboy?
Seems I'll be sticking around. Guess I'd better get used to things around here.
Good to hear. About time someone helped Andy with his work. Seems you vampires have a lot of problems to fix. Name's Crimson, by the way.
Fine meeting you, Crimson. How do you know so much about what Andy's doing?
Pillow talk. I'm his blood partner.
Oh.
No shit. How's a mortal get hooked up with an ancient vampire?
I'm a rock climber. I stumbled into one of his lairs in Madagascar, found a cave while climbing a mountain, and there he was, naked in a hot tub.
This game is horny. This game is horny and therapy. Horny therapy. That's what I like.
Dang. Must have been a sight.
You ain't kidding, cowboy. Didn't expect a luxury apartment with a gorgeous naked vampire inside of a mountain. We hit it off, and he asked me to come back here with him. I like an adventure, so I said, what the hell? I'll date the gorgeous Dracula. But what are you doing talking to me, cowboy? The blood's running hot on the dance floor, and these kids don't mind a little biting.
Ain't no way I'm dancing. There's gotta be a better way to get something fresh to drink.
Reinhard, look. It's the sexy old guy again.
Yay! It's the swingers. It's vampire German Matt Mercer.
You should buy us a drink, old guy. You'll probably get lucky. Actually, you will definitely get lucky.
Pleasures of the flesh ain't exactly what I'm after tonight.
That's because you haven't experienced these pleasures with us yet. Buy us a drink and you will discover great satisfaction by uns.
I ain't buying you a drink. I think I'd be insulting your economic status.
Mein Lieber, don't worry about us. We just like to feel special. We have lucrative jobs in IT.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe you can help me. See, my printer died again. Getting real tired of these things.
Please, we are here to party. But get a laser printer.
Yeah, laser printers are good. They are really, really good. And they're cost effective.
Well, thanks for the tip. That ink seems to be more valuable than blood. I ain't buying you a drink. All I got are good old-fashioned dollars.
I like American money. All we have on our money are buildings. You have all the sexy old men.
All right, I'll buy it. Which of them old men are sexy?
I like Hamilton. His posture is just so powerful.
Oh my god!
There is a dollar coin that has Eisenhower's face on it.
Oh, you are right. Eisenhower is, how do you Americans say, a snack?
What the fuck? This is brilliant!
You like older men. I ain't buying you a drink. You ain't exactly my type.
Oh, we don't want to marry you. We just want to have fun with you.
Dude, come on, Sam. Live a little.
You kids are too much. I ain't buying you a drink. This stuff's terrible for you.
Are you making a joke? We are at a bar.
It's okay. He's just trying to be protective. Aren't you, Opa?
You know, I think the drinks here ain't strong enough for you two. Well, these kids just ain't gonna leave me alone.
Just buy him a drink, man.
Stop teasing the cowboy, Kinder. They're just messing with you. Drinks are free here.
But dang, really? I ain't never been to a saloon with free hooch.
Call it a drink exchange.
Huh. So, everyone here knows they might be sharing blood?
Only as long as there's consent. We like to create a safe environment here. Why don't you take Reinhard and Maxie here back to the kink room?
Oh my lord. Oh my lord, there's a kink room? There's a kink room. There is a kink room. I'm gonna die.
Wait, kink room?
Mm-hmm. You're not in Kansas anymore, cowboy. We are not afraid of sex here.
I'm from Missouri, but point taken.
Nobody has to do anything they don't want to do in there. Just have fun and drink your fill, handsome. I'm sure I'll be seeing plenty of you. Maxie, Reinhard, this is one of our special customers.
Oh my god, this is... Oh, it's like German black room. No, dark rooms. Dark rooms, I've heard of them.
Ach so, ein Vampir. I'm thinking we are all getting lucky then.
My neck scrubs with anticipation.
Dang. Guess I'm going to a kink room then. Thanks, Crimson.
I knew a man who wore this much leather couldn't be boring.
The Starian would love this.
Yeah, well, you got me pegged.
Just gonna take a screenshot for no apparent reason.
Is that what we are doing now? Give me the document and I will sign myself up for it.
This is brilliant!
I really ain't in Missouri no more. Look, I'm more into biting.
Oh, your teeth look perfect. Are you going to bite me, Vitzos?
That's the plan. Who's going first?
Oh, me.
Well, step right on up.
Oh, okay.
Ouch! Mein Arterien.
Dang it, let me try that again.
Oh, das hat sich gut angefühlt.
I think I understand that.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Is it my turn yet?
Sure thing, come on over.
Okay.
Oh, Reinhardt, the hot old vampire wore me out.
Me too, Maxi. I feel as though I have set up a mail server.
Reinhardt, Liebe, ich bin zu müde, sexy zu sein.
I will get us a taxi cab, Liebchen. Und du, cowboy? Next time we will talk about that thing you mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah, sure thing, fella. You can help me with my new laser printer. Now that I've had something to drink, I should probably
Oh
get to
my
my
god,
coffin.
this vampire is a fucking cinnamon roll. He is a sweet cinnamon roll and we must protect him from pegging.
Samuel, wait a moment. I see you got your fill. Are you heading out?
Yeah, I figure I could use some shut-eye. I locked up my coffin over at the storage center.
Storage center. Please, you can use my guest coffin. I insist. You must be well rested for the challenges ahead.
Guess I got a big night tomorrow, huh? I should get a good day's sleep.
Wonderful. Please, follow me.
Well, dang. This is mighty plush. Guess it's one of them smart coffins.
Holy shit! If I was a vampire, I'd want this coffin. This is awesome. Holy shit. Look at it! It's got a fucking TV! This is amazing!
Let's see what's on TV. Hey, I remember this movie. We were so proud to finally get some representation. Not sure I should stay up watching movies, though. Well, ain't much else to do in here. I think it's about time I hit the hay. Hope I'm cut out for all this.
Samuel, good evening. I hope you slept well.
This is so good. This is so good. I love it. Oh, I need to save. Oh, there we go. Okay. There you go. I forgot this doesn't have auto save, so I needed to...
Like the dead, as they say.
I was hoping to save you some breakfast, but I've already sent them on their way.
Oh, that's all right. I'm still pretty full from last night. Them goth types were practically throwing themselves at me.
I am not surprised. Perhaps I should be concerned that some of my guests will follow you home.
Well, gosh, if I still had mortal circulation, I'd be blushing.
Why are you so embarrassed, Samuel?
Ah, hell. Guess we should just save it for therapy, huh? We gonna get started now?
If you like.
Why not? I'm eager to get going. Let loose, Doc.
Very well. Let's start with the first question any therapist asks then. What brought you to me? Why is becoming a therapist so important to you?
Well, gosh, I remember what it was like. Being all angry, hungry, and scared all the time. It ain't no way to live. When I see vampires acting the way I used to, I just need to show them there's more to unlife.
And why is that up to you?
Oh, I love this. I love the fact that he's asking these questions.
You, of all people, know how lost our kind can be. Preying on the weak, dating mortal high schoolers.
Is that a Buffy or Twilight reference? That's
I've got to make them see their potential. That's what I'm here for. I know it.
That is a lot of responsibility to place on yourself.
You got a funny look in your eye. Am I doing one of them distortion things?
You are most perceptive. Yes. Perhaps you can tell me what it is.
Right, I'll have to double check this. Ran from Berlin today. I head to Leipzig tomorrow, but I figured I should check things out here. They got a club here where all people are up all night doing all kinds of kinky stuff. I'm pushing a quarter of a millennium in years, but these folks give me some lessons, and did. Met some fine folks too. Apparently, they've got a nice art scene here. There's even a local funding for video game development. Aha! Is that a numerous things reference? Yeah. Ain't nothing more to read. Let's go back. If I can't. Alright.
When you say you are here to make vampires see the world differently, in what way are you distorting reality?
Well, I guess that's a control fallacy, right?
Control fallacy.
I can't assume I'll be able to help other vampires the way I was helped.
Very good, Samuel. Control fallacies are hard to avoid when one feels strongly about something. Your fate is not to transform every vampire you ever meet, even those who are your clients. You will do what you can do, and that is enough. But I am eager to learn how you develop this desire to help our kin find a different way of thinking.
Well, like I told you when I first emailed you, I was a real nasty son of a bitch when I first became a vampire. When I look back and see what a no-account piece of shit I was, I ain't nothing but embarrassed. It all seems pretty stupid to me now. Here we are living forever and all we can do is kill? It's the dumbest thing I ever did here.
I am going to stop you for a moment. Stupid, no-account piece of shit, nasty son of a bitch, dumbest thing.
Okay, kids, what do you think this one is?
Do you hear the way you are talking about yourself?
With respect, sir, I earned all them names. I killed women and children. Half the ghost towns out west are my doing. I didn't think of nobody but myself.
Pretend you are my therapist. If I sat here and called myself a no-account piece of shit, what would you tell me?
So, guys, what do you think it is? I think we all know what it is, but I'm intrigued to see if we're all paying attention. Oh, they're just such nice cat. You're probably right. No! Doom Hippie, no! No! No, 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 no! Come here, come here, come here, come here. No! You're an awesome person.
I'd say you were doing some labeling. And I guess I'd tell you to look at yourself a little more kindly.
Extend the same compassion to yourself then, Samuel. How are you to move on from being a nasty son of a bitch if you are labeling yourself? If you wish to be a guide to other vampires, you must start with compassion for them and for yourself. So, now that you've gotten all that horrible name-calling out of the way, please tell me, how did you find your sense of purpose?
Well, I was on the run, you see. The Wild West was ending and the Pinkertons were starting to get the better of my gang. I went into hiding and found a strange group of folks out in the country. They knew I was an outlaw right away, but they didn't judge me for it. They didn't even care that I was a vampire. They welcomed me like a friend, even shared their blood with me. They taught me how to appreciate the beauty of the night, and I started seeing things I'd never noticed before. They taught me my letters, philosophy, and how to question things instead of being scared of them. I think about them every day of my own life. They somehow freed themselves of all the judgments of the time and were better off for it.
These must have been the 19th century American transcendentalists, yes?
Wow, okay, we're bringing them into it?
Yes, sir. I'm glad I died when I did, because their like just don't exist no more. Once my community died out, I started walking. That was something else they taught me how to do. There ain't nothing like having a walk and a think. I walked in nature for about 90 years, and just took in all the grace and beauty of my country. I guess I was kind of selfish, though. I should have been helping other vampires the way the Transcendentalists helped me.
Why?
Why waste 90 years walking when I should have been helping others? Seems pretty obvious to me. I could have done a lot of good in that time.
But your should turns that which you could find fulfilling into a duty. You create an extrinsic motivator. Should statements are another cognitive distortion, something created by your own mind. Nature asks almost nothing of you. Even if your should comes from a place of good, it creates undue pressure.
Yep, that's very true.
And what do we do once we are pressured? We resent the shoulds. We procrastinate. And as you know, we have a lot of time to procrastinate.
You got that right. Why do today what you could do next century?
Guilty! Guilty!
Exactly. Should statements remove the intrinsic joy from that which you find fulfilling?
Hold on, though. Ain't there some things we really should do?
Of course, there are things we must do. But nature herself tells us what they are. We invent the rest. Here, let me give you an exercise. Listen closely. See whether you can find the should statement that is a distortion. I should go to the vampire dentist. You know what they say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood. I should drink blood today. I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date.
Saying you should take Crimson out on a date is a should statement. You've turned something you want to do into something you have to do.
That's right, Samuel. You know, I couldn't be more pleased with you. Your time in nature was clearly well spent.
Well, thanks, I suppose. But if you don't mind my saying so, I hope you're treating that mortal lady right.
Thank you. Please, ask her yourself.
Oh, I'm sure he treats Crimson very well.
I imagine she would share her blood with you. You look like her type.
Oh, hold on. I've only been in Europe for a couple of days. I ain't gonna go after my teacher's girlfriend.
She does what she wishes, and that is why I chose her as my blood partner. Samuel, even if it beats no longer, you have a good heart. I think you will be an excellent therapist.
So far, that good heart of mine hasn't amounted to much, but I'm willing to give it my best shot.
You are uncomfortable with praise, aren't you, Samuel? Every time I say something positive, you find a way to negate it.
This clearly is going to separate the people who have been to therapy and those who haven't. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, there is a lot of things that I am what's the words I'm looking for? My brain has gone to mush because of all the sexy talk and the German goth Matt Mercer. There's a lot of things I'm relating to in this. This one in particular, You're uncomfortable with praise, aren't you, Samuel? Every time I say something positive, you find a way to negate it. Yes, that is... Yeah. This is... The memories of therapy gone by.
I just don't think I should be doing any bragging. I spent my first 50 years killing. I spent the next 90 walking in the woods. I've tried to walk a better path since then, but I ain't no saint, Auntie.
I did not say you were. Having met several so-called saints, I can attest that none of them were either. I understand your discomfort, Samuel. I, too, have done terrible things that I cannot erase. But is erasing the good I have done worthwhile?
Well, I guess when you put it like that, it sounds kind of silly.
It's another cognitive distortion, one that mortal psychologists call disqualifying the positive. I understand that the actions of your past are difficult to bear, but what we are here to do is accept reality, with both its positive and negative aspects. I am not saying that you should disqualify your negative actions, but merely note when you disqualify the positive ones. Let us try an exercise. See whether you can challenge me when I disqualify my positive deeds.
Okay. Woohoo.
I am Andromachos, one of the most powerful vampires alive. Before I became the vampire I am now, I did exceptionally terrible things. I have defiled the innocent. I have killed countless people. The good I now do pales in comparison to the evil I have done.
That's the one. You're literally disqualifying the positive by comparing it to the evil stuff you done.
Well done, Samuel. I believe the recognition of this distortion will serve you well when you start to see clients tomorrow.
Whoa, tomorrow? I only just started learning these here cognitive distortion things.
I will, of course, be with you. You needn't worry. I can sense your instincts and will help you.
But tomorrow, I just don't feel ready yet.
My friend, we are never truly ready. But if it would ease your concerns, we can practice with further examples. Would that be helpful to you?
Yes, because I am having difficulty remembering things. See, I didn't say I was stupid. I didn't say I was stupid. I did some CBT there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think I could use the help.
Very well, Samuel. Let's try some examples. I will give you a statement, and you find the cognitive distortion in it. I am far sexier than movie vampires. Therefore, I should be a movie star. This should be an easy one, Samuel. The distortion I am displaying is right in the name. Try once more. I am far sexier than movie vampires. This should be an easy one, Samuel.
That is
The
not
distortion I am displaying is right in the name. Try once more. I am far sexier than movie vampires. Therefore...
Oh, yeah, that's an easy one.
Oh,
That's a
should.
statement right there.
Okay,
But you're
I
not
see.
insecure enough to be an actor anyway.
Excellent, Samuel. Would you like another exercise?
Yes,
If I
please.
cannot consume high-quality blood, I might as well drink blood from Florida.
Okay, now that is.
That's Nosferatu thinking, ain't it?
Correct, Samuel. That being said, I am sure there is still decent blood to drink in Florida, but I would bring a test kit anyway.
Fucking burn Florida.
Would you like another exercise?
Yes, please.
I am an antediluvian old fart.
Well, that sounds like labeling to me. You ain't just an old fart. Are you actually older than the flood, though?
Do I look that old?
Oh, not at all. I was just...
I am joking, Samuel. Don't worry. The myth of the flood was at least 1,000 years before I was born. Would you like another exercise?
I don't know. I think there might be a flood
With my
happening here
terrifying
soon.
powers, I know I shall never be destroyed. Listen carefully, Samuel. I am making a definitive statement, but do I truly have with my terrifying...
I think that's a control fallacy. Unless you know something I don't.
That's correct, Samuel. Though my powers are indeed phenomenal, the universe holds mysteries and... Would you like another exercise? I may hold vast knowledge, but acquiring it was inevitable thanks to my immortality. Try once more, Samuel. Is what I am saying fair? I may hold vast knowledge.
I know that one. That's disqualifying the positive for sure.
I knew you would catch that one.
Oh my god. This is probably going to be a bit more difficult. This is going to be difficult.
Would you like another exercise?
Yes,
I
please.
am lazy and useless because I slept the night away in my coffin.
Well, that's just labeling, Chief. Ain't nothing wrong with having a
Okay,
sleep in once in a
so
while.
it's clear that I'm very good at spotting labeling.
Well done, Samuel. Would you like another exercise?
Yes, please.
I got blood all over me the last time I drank. I am always so messy.
Right, hang on a minute. I think that's...
I am making quite a judgment based on a single incident. What kind of distortion is that? I got blood all over me.
But that sounds like Nosferatu thinking to me. Everyone has a messy feed from time to time.
That's absolutely right. The dry cleaning bill is punished. Would you like another exercise? I should speak at least 300 languages, including Java. I do live forever after all.
Well, that's one of them should statements, ain't it? Nobody's making you learn Java.
Thank goodness for that. Would you like another exercise?
Fucking diss on Java. There's nothing wrong with Java speak.
Whenever I meet a crypto vampire, I cannot control myself. I must destroy them. Remember what powers we have and what powers whenever I meet a...
Well, that sounds like a control fallacy to me. I'm sure you don't have to kill crypto vampires.
Indeed, Samuel. Would you like another exercise?
Yes.
Someone complimented my suit the other day, but he did so only because he feared my godlike power.
Sounds like you're disqualifying the positive to me.
And, of course, I could not know whether he was afraid of my godlike powers.
Oh man.
I
Okay,
think
I'll
that is
do
plenty
one
of
more. I'll
practice.
do one more and then
I
I'll
applaud your
move on.
diligence, Samuel.
I think I'm good.
All right, Samuel. You must be hungry now. I suggest you get the liter inside you. We have a big night tomorrow.
How much is a liter?
Just get enough to drink, Samuel. We will not be able to work if you are hungry or tired. Now, please excuse me. I do have a date with Crimson tonight. I suspect I shall not return until nearly morning.
Oh!
Yeah, of course. I hope you have a nice night out, Mr. Andy.
You as well, Samuel. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah. Okay.
Ah, Samuel. Glad to see you are awake. Your first client is on his
Oh,
way.
okay. We're doing a client now.
What, already? Look, Mr. Andy, sir, are you sure I'm ready for this? These are people's brains I'm messing with.
Fear not, my friend. You are a powerful vampire in your own right. To be so young and have so much empathy is quite a gift. All you need to do is listen, and I know the truth will reveal itself to you.
Shucks, wish I had your confidence.
Well, to a limited extent, I can see the future. If you are about to misinterpret a client's distortions, I will set you back on the right path.
Ah, okay. That's handy.
You can see the future.
I can see the future.
It's not that impressive, really. You start to see the patterns after 1,000 years or so.
Well, dang. If seeing the future ain't impressive, that's gotta be a distortion. Disqualifying the positive, it's gotta be.
You barely require my aid as it is. If you need guidance, I will provide it to you telepathically. Don't think about it too much. When you are 3,000, such things will cease to impress you. Let us look at your first client's case file.
Dr. Drain, huh? He ain't got no first name?
His name is Dr. Drain. Oh, he's English. Okay, cool.
Many vampires go by one name. Families and titles seem to become more abstract after a certain age.
Huh. So is it funny that he kept the title?
Indeed, you catch on quickly, despite your habit of disqualifying the positive. I will let you work now. I shall be meditating in my coffin, but I will sense when you need my help.
But
Samuel, I know you can handle this. Be yourself, and all will be well.
Oh, he flies off as a
Satan bless
bat.
it all, I hate flying. Hey there. God's blood, what on earth are you?
Oh, who's doing this voice? It kind of sounds like David Tennant, but that can't be David Tennant.
My name's Sam. I'm the new therapist. Make yourself comfortable, Dr. Drain. And American as well. Good God. It's not enough for you lot to take over the world of the living. Even the halls of the dead aren't safe from you.
Wow, what an arsehole.
Oh well. I suppose your lot are all into this touchy-feely stuff, aren't you?
Oh, wow, okay, he's gonna... I know I'm supposed to be a therapist, but at the same time, fuck you.
And ignorance, even American ignorance, is bliss, I suppose. Oh, sweet ignorance, how I do wish I knew thee. Damn it, how am I gonna work with this fella? I gotta ask Andy.
Are you all right, Samuel?
You gave me this fella as my first client?
Why not? He is clearly hiding very little about his state of mind.
How am I supposed to help him when he already sees me as the bad guy?
Use your instincts, Samuel. Think about how you have felt in your darkest hours.
Is that Richard Ayoade? Okay, well, it might be. I mean, if anyone wants to IMDb it, they are free to tell me.
What does this poor vampire want?
There's not much on IMDb.
I think he needs a dang reality check, charging at me like an undersexed bull.
If you tried to give an undersexed bull a reality check, that would not change the fact that it is undersexed. How did the Transcendentalists approach you when you were a wilder man, Samuel?
Yeah, I get it. I'm sure this fella's come here with problems. I can't be surprised when they show up. I think he just wants to complain.
Perceptive, Samuel. He can hardly stop himself, can he?
So, what? I just let him complain?
Of course. Just give him a starting point to let it all out. It will make him feel better.
Well, if you say so.
Don't worry, Samuel. You are doing wonderfully. I will release your time now.
Well, are you just going to sit there? I was just gonna ask how your trip here was. My trip? My trip was bloody wonderful. Until my familiar got a flat tire and I had to fly 30 kilometers here as a bat. I hate being a bat and I hate flying. Do you know an owl tried to eat me? Me, a creature that has lived for centuries, treated like common prey. I'm surprised he was even interested. You should see what an ugly little beastie I am when I transform. All I could do was screech and squeak until he went away.
That actually sounds fucking adorable.
Well, I suppose I'm alive, in a manner of speaking anyway. You all right there, pal? Yes, I'm fine. Well, I'm not, of course. I wouldn't be here otherwise. But for the sake of conversational integrity, fine. I take it you read my case file and know why I'm here?
Hang on, let's have a look, because I didn't actually get to see the case file properly. Became a vampire after a post-mortem blood transfusion experiment. Now runs a global pharmaceutical research. Oh, god damn it, he's the head of fucking Umbrella. I am now concerned that he's developed an addiction to a drug of his own formulation. Suggestion. Detected strong irritability on the phone. Investigate drinking and sleeping habits. Okay.
You're here for an addiction problem. Yes. Embarrassing, isn't it? What's to be embarrassed about? I remember when Ulysses S. Grant was president. Didn't seem to bother him.
Wow, Bird.
Oh, well, of course. How wonderful it is that I share the mental failings of people who only live a single lifetime. Hey, come on now. There's a part of us that's still mortal. Can't help that, just like we can't help being dead. So I'm discovering. Look, I just need some tips and I'll be on my way. Just give me all the tricks. Whatever one does to make addictions go away.
Oh boy. This is gonna be fun. Holy shitballs. Okay, so we're dealing with an addiction case. Speaking of someone who has dice addiction, this is going to be interesting.
Tips? Let me think.
There's no easy solution.
Partner, there ain't no tips that'll magically cure you. But I'm here to listen. You know, I never in my life thought anyone would ever call me partner. Like partner, but not with a T. And I know how you English love your tea. Thank goodness we can still process tea. We cannot live on blood alone.
Wait, vampires can drink tea? Okay, vampirism is starting to look good. I'm not joking.
I appreciate the concern, though. I must admit, I rather saw myself above this whole addiction thing. I tell you what, let's not worry about being above or below anything. You're here now, so let's see what we can do. What exactly are you addicted to?
It's a form of plasma, a catalytic compound of my own design, a necessary component of my own
Okay,
scientific
this guy is
goals.
not British. At least I don't think so. I don't think I've ever heard a British person say plasma. It's plasma. Plasma. Plasma, as in phasma.
You're losing me.
Well, let me try to make it simple. I have been able to replicate and even alter the molecular patterns that vampiric erythrocyte surface receptors receive. Our unique physiology gives us an increased ligand affinity, which is how we are able to process blood the way that we do. I can extend this receptivity and thus achieve my true goal, synthetic blood.
He's trying to
Freedom
make
from the
true
hunger
blood.
that plagues us and hope for all humanity.
How is everyone doing, by the way? I hope you're okay. Are you guys alright? To be honest, I find this fucking fascinating. I'm so sorry. I'm getting so sucked up into this. Honestly, as soon as this comes out in a month, I am buying this. This is my next pay packet. Money is getting spent on this. Just taking it in. It's so good. I think I'm only going to do one session of this because I don't want to spoil it for everyone else who's going to play it. Because this is just so good. I don't know how long the demo lasts for. I'm assuming it's just the one case. So maybe we'll be alright. Okay.
Well, dang, that sounds pretty impressive, Doc.
Well, it doesn't work without a vampiric catalyst, and that is the plasma I am addicted to.
Oh, he's addicted to vampire blood.
Pathetic, isn't it? I have spent 400 years trying to steal the secret of blood, only to be engulfed by it, like Prometheus walking into a fireplace.
Pathetic? Doc, where the heck would you get a word like that? You've come up with a synthetic blood. Man, I can barely get my spurs on some mornings. Maybe you've had a setback or two, but give yourself a little credit, compadre.
Credit? For wasting 400 years? Practically speaking, I am in the same place as I was back when King James was in power. Only now I have a drug problem. Perhaps I must face facts. My professor was right. Nothing we ever do will make a damned bit of difference.
Samuel, listen to him. Do you recognize his patterns of thought?
There's some distortions in there, ain't there?
I knew you would sense them. Invite him to talk more about this failure of his.
I'll do my best. Now, hold on just a minute there, cowpoke. I've heard you talk a lot about failure.
Oh, Cyrus Nemati. Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it sure sounds to me like you ain't thinking clearly if you think you're a
I am a realist, that's all.
Oh god. Oh god, I'm relating way too much to this. These are conversations that obviously I haven't made synthetic blood, but these are very similar to conversations that I've had in the past.
Look at me. 400 years of study and still dabbling with leukocytes. I'm saying I am surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world. I should have achieved more than this.
Well, who said you should have achieved more?
Isn't it obvious? I should have something to show for 400 years of work.
And what happens if you don't?
Absolutely nothing at all.
Well, that's my point.
That is not as encouraging as you think it is.
Ain't meant to be encouraging, just showing you a little reality.
Well, it's all my fault, really. I cannot seem to motivate my scientists to reach the necessary level of dedication. It's always shocking to me how little urgency mortals have around death.
So it's all your fault that you haven't come up with the perfect synthetic blood.
It can't be anyone else's fault. Only I have the skill, the knowledge, and the experience.
Oh god, this is too fucking real, man.
Pardon me for saying so, Doc, but it sounds like what you're doing is pretty dang complicated. It sounds to me like you're some kind of god if you expect control over life itself.
Please, I am a scientist, not a spiritualist. It is not control I seek, but understanding.
And are you ever gonna have perfect understanding?
No, of course not. I'm not a wizard.
But Gale... Gale of Waterdeep is.
So how about not putting saving the world on one person, Doc? That is a simplification, but I take your point. As I was saying, now that I'm addicted to my own drug, I have joined the ranks of mortal celebrities in my utter irrelevance.
Nope.
Dr. Drain's view of the world is quite stark, isn't it? I do find the English tendency toward...
Now that that's a pretty dark read on things. You know, lots of folks get over their addictions. Yes, but not me. I'm trying to tell you that even if you are addicted, that ain't the end, hermano. You got a lot of life and opportunity left in you, if you can call this life. Now hold on there, that's what I call Nosferatu thinking, straight from the coffin. Life ain't all black and white, it's got its shades of gray too, you know. Come on, Sam, there's some distortions in that whole speech you missed, you dang fool. Oh, tarnation, now I'm labeling. Hey, Cowpoke, you mind repeating all that stuff you just said? I most certainly do mind, but very well. Look at me. 400 years of study, and still dabbling with leukocytes. I don't know many people who would call working with leukocytes dabbling.
You don't get to talk about Gale. I can talk about him, but I just expect you to come at me, bro.
I mean, I gotta admit, I have no earthly clue what you're talking about. So unless you made up all them science terms, I think you might be doing more than playing with a chemistry set. Perhaps, but if we consider all there is to know about blood, I know precious little. But you know something. Yes, I concede I might know something about blood. I would hope so after 400 years. You still got more knowledge about blood than most, whether it's been 4 years or 400 years, amigo. Let's get back to what you were saying, though. Oh, well played, Cowpoke. Perhaps I am being a little dramatic. Yes, I'm aware that in reality progress has been made, enough to get to this point. But I didn't come here to ask for a pat on the back and to be told I'm a good boy. That ain't my department, but I hear they do some of that stuff downstairs.
High five that, man. That's a response.
Yes, we all know very well that the Continentals are more sexually liberated than we are.
Oh, yeah. You know, he sounds... do you know what? He sounds like the guy who voices Stolas in Hell of a Boss.
But as I say, I don't want all this therapy stuff. I just want to stop using this damn drug.
So what's so good about this stuff anyway? Why do you like it?
I'm not certain. I don't remember what happens after I take it, but I wake up feeling, how do I put this, alive.
Well, that don't sound so bad. A good nap can make me feel like a new man.
I'm not talking about feeling refreshed. I mean I feel alive. As if I'm someone else, someone who lives. And I wake up and find, oh gracious me, I am not depressed.
You mean to tell me that you're going to sleep depressed every night?
Oh, nothing of the sort.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that.
You are assuming that I can simply go to sleep and my global scientific enterprise will run itself.
Oh, wait just a gosh darn minute. You're telling me you don't sleep?
Yes, it's not as though we can get much deader already, and I have work to do.
Oh, dear.
So you're not sleeping, and you're always depressed. I think we're starting to get somewhere.
Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep.
Ooh, this is tough.
Come on now, it's a big world out there, and different things are depressing to different people.
Nosferatu thinking. I know. As much as I'm trying to be empathetic, he is a bit of a dick. I can see why they did this as the first client, because it's just like, you're going to meet people that you're not going to like, and you're still going to want to help them. So this is really clever. Also, I like the fact that he kind of looks like Daniel Jackson, so, you know. I'm here for it.
Everyone reacts to things differently. Ain't it true that a sensible person, as you call him, might even be a different degree of depressed?
No help, only slap.
Very well. I suppose I might have been using a bit of mild hyperbole.
Mild is putting it mildly, buckaroo.
Buckaroo? Now I'm even more depressed. Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard.
Now why'd you say coming and talking to me makes you a whiner?
Is that not what I currently am?
Sounds to me like you're expressing yourself. Whiner is the word you used. Yeah, if you want to call it whining, that's up to you. But that's entirely your label.
Oh, very well, call it moaning or whinging if you prefer.
Moaning, whinging, bellyaching, still all just labels.
I don't believe I shall be using the term bellyaching in any case. But as I was saying, in the moments I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels like.
You honestly think feeling good makes you an ignoramus?
The phrase ignorance is bliss is most apt, don't you think?
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I feel sorry for all the therapists I've ever spoken
But
to.
by calling yourself an ignoramus, you're making bliss something to be avoided.
Yes, unfortunate how that works, isn't it? The only way to be happy is by being a fool.
Slap!
Partner, those are your labels. Try using something more positive and see how you feel.
What, shall I say that by being ignorant, I am a noble genius?
Still just labels.
Oh, very well. I suppose I might be discounting my experience.
I don't know how to say this, amigo. You really don't like letting yourself be happy. Honestly, I'm failing to see the problem with taking this stuff. Seems like it's making you get the rest you need and it makes you feel good. What's the problem?
First of all, I do not need to rest. And partaking of this plasma does have downsides.
What kind of downsides?
Uh-oh.
I do not know what happens when I partake of the substance. However, when I wake up, I feel refreshed. But I also smell of blood and sex.
Oh, okay. So it's vampiric Viagra.
Once I even woke up wearing a football jersey. It was most distasteful.
I guess you must be having some kind of good time.
That is not my idea of a good time. I'm Dr. Drain. I am intelligent and worldly, not some ill-bred monster.
Give this to German Mercer. Yes, exactly. German Mercer would sort him out. Reinhard and Maxie would show him a good time.
I don't go gallivanting into godforsaken places to engage in depraved coitus and the consumption of dirty blood.
Oh my god, it's coitus. Coitus! You need to be flushed down the drain, you asshat. Hang on. Okay, this is a Scottish swear word, right? Tube. He is being a tube. I could. Oh god, I'm gonna get such fucking stick.
It sounds to me like you're real good at denying yourself things.
Well, I should be better at it.
You know, Doc, a wise old vampire recently told me something I'm about to tell you. You keep talking about the things you should be doing. You, compadre, are shoulding all over yourself.
So, tube. Hey, such a tube. It's not really saying, but it's just a swearing subject. Ah, okay. You are shoulding all over yourself. I'm gonna use. I should have that as a T-shirt. I don't know why I'm touching my boobs as I say that, but you know, whatever.
Oh, well, that is vivid, isn't it? I can now add incontinence to my already considerable list of faults.
I'm being serious. I'm listening to you tell me I should be doing this, and I shouldn't be doing that. But who gave you all them shoulds and shouldn'ts?
I don't know. It shouldn't matter, should it? I've been dead for over 400 years.
It's the oldest stuff that sticks with us, amigo. We all got traumas. Heck, we're dead men. That's traumatic no matter what. What we gotta start with is you. You've been through a lot. Don't rope yourself up so tight. Listen, we're doing good work already, I know. Now, let's not push too hard. I would really like you to think about where all them shoulds are coming from before we meet again. And be good to yourself, all right, partner? Don't feel like you gotta go cold turkey on that plasma stuff.
Yes, well, all the same, I'd rather not do it at all.
Is that actually gonna happen, though?
It might.
You're dipping into it tonight, aren't you?
I was thinking about it.
Let German Mercer help. Let German Mercer help. That's what would German Mercer do if he was here right now? I'm sure he'd buy an ass or two. That's what German Mercer do.
All right, partner. Just give yourself a little compassion. That's all I'm asking.
I'll admit, you've given me some things to think about. Not pleasant ones, mind.
You can handle it, partner. You're way smarter than I am.
Yes, well, that is certainly true.
Oh, what a
I shall do
dick!
some reflecting, inasmuch as our kind can reflect. I shall see you in precisely 4 weeks, then. Farewell, Sam.
4 weeks? You need more therapy, like regular therapy sessions than that.
Masterfully done, Samuel. I knew you would do well, but that doesn't make me any less pleased.
Well, that was a hell of a rush. That fella's holding on tighter than a holster to a gunslinger's hip.
Oh yeah, I suppose 4 weeks is nothing to a vampire. That is true. You are correct. That is very true. Sorry, my Totoro fell off.
It felt real good to help him look at himself a little more kindly.
Good, Samuel. Treasure this feeling, but also rest. Go downstairs, get something to drink, relax in your coffin. Next week you shall see a new client. I think they will be an interesting challenge for you.
Nice.
I bid you good evening, Samuel. Rest in peace.
You too, Andy. Well, I guess it's time I got me some grub.
Oh yeah, it's back down to the club, baby. Yeah.
Well, that's it, I guess. My first client. Can't believe I'm doing this therapy stuff already. Sure could use a drink. I'll check in with Crimson.
Well, if it isn't Yosemite Sam, how you doing tonight, partner?
Better already, hearing from someone from the States who knows the lingo.
I'm not from any states, cowpoke. District of Columbia girl here.
I figured you must have been coastal. You sound a little more, polished than I
Well,
do.
Drain is a tube. He's a big, massive tube. He's the biggest tube in the whole wide world. On Monday, he's a tube. On Tuesday's a tube. On Wednesday, he's a tube. On Thursday, he's a Sunday. He's a tube then on Sunday. Just be a different. He's a super king. Come here, clear tube. Yeah, he's a bit of a douche nozzle, I'm not gonna lie. But he just needs sleep. He needs sleep and he needs some schmexy times.
You should hear my German.
Oh, maybe some other time. My brain's full tonight. I had my first therapy session with a real client.
Oh, yeah? How do you think it went?
I reckon it was a bullseye on my end.
Yeah, he needs schmexy times he can actually remember. That's true, Doom Hippie, that's true. Yes, I did rewrite Carl's mum. I really mean that Carl's mum is a big fat fucking bitch. I really mean it. A Carl's mum. Yeah.
You should have seen me. Labeling, blam, disqualifying the positive, kapow.
I'm glad to hear it. Someone has got to sort these vamps out. They know how to hold on to their problems.
You ain't kidding. Living or dead, once people hit 70, they get pretty dang set in their ways.
Try 30.
You know Andy still uses a typewriter? I can't get that gorgeous man to see the light. Keep it up, cowboy. You're a breath of fresh air for these ancient ones.
Anyone ever tell you you're wise beyond your years, Crimson? You must have had some life.
Afraid I'm exactly as wise as my years. How old do you think I am, cowboy?
Oh, don't fall for the
I'm
trap.
gonna do the gentlemanly thing and not hazard a guess.
You would have gotten it wrong anyway. I'm 50 years young.
Whoa, she's 50? True story. My mum got a set of reactive lights and guess which? Nice. High five, Megan. High five. That's awesome.
50? I died around that age and I looked like shit. But you ain't a vampire.
Like I told you, I'm Andy's blood partner. He shares his blood with me too, just not enough to turn me into one of you. I've been 30 for a good while now.
Oh.
But you ain't joining our team? Sounds like a story.
Not for tonight, buckaroo. I bet you're thirsty after a big night. Andy told me to give this to you.
Oh yeah? What is it?
Oh.
We had a group of Americans come in last week who donated their blood. Andy can't stand the stuff. He says the blood glucose levels are too high, but he thought you'd appreciate it.
Oh, it ain't so bad. I gotta ask though, what does Andy's blood taste like?
To me, it tastes like life itself, cowboy.
I ain't sure I understand.
Never you mind. Look, Tex, I've got some customers to serve, so go enjoy your juice, okay?
Oh, of course. I'm keen to get some rest anyway. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson.
There he is, my incredible protege.
Right, let me just save this. Okay, what time is it? I think I'll do... Did it so much it ended up on the Spotify? Nice.
Come on now, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Evidence stands against that reasoning, my friend. Do we need to talk about disqualifying the positive again?
All right, I get it. I guess I've been muddling through okay.
You have been doing wonderfully. I hope you are ready for a bit of a challenge tonight. Your next client has been known to be somewhat difficult.
Okay, hold on to your horses, kids. Okay, I reckon we'll do one more client and then we'll probably call it.
Here, look at her intake form.
Isabella Deste. Dang, she's got some funny tasting hats.
Okay. Oh, okay, client's not on there.
I think you should get along quite well then.
Italian Renaissance, funding the works of Leonardo da Vinci, Andrea Mantegna, and Michelangelo.
Walked right into that one.
Isabella is not your average vampire. She was once the powerful matriarch of one of the most influential families in Europe.
Neat.
She fraternized with popes and kings, and she also wielded great power over the art world. Some say that she was the model for the Mona Lisa.
Ah.
One of them highfalutin types, huh? I don't think she's gonna like me much.
She is as human as any of us, Samuel. I already know you will find a way to relate with her.
If you say so.
Remember, you can always seek my advice if you feel lost. You are not alone, but I hear the beating of elegant wings. Breathe, Samuel. Oh, and do be polite.
Goodness.
Oh,
so you
wow.
are the therapist Andromachos told me of. I was not expecting someone so rugged.
Oh, hello.
Sam Walls at your service, ma'am.
You are a therapist.
Well, that's what I'm here for, ma'am.
Love the fit. Yep. That's my vibe. Woohoo!
Enough with this, ma'am. I am not running a whorehouse. You may call me Senora.
Oh, Senora. Okay, we got a choice. Alright, Nora. Alright, Nora. Alright, Senora. I think that's closer to Senora. Senora. What do you reckon? I mean, I will say it again. The artwork in this is gorgeous. I don't know who did. Is it? I wonder if it's the same Senora. Yeah, Senora. Okay, we're doing it.
All right, Senora.
You have seen my what? Have you been peeking under my skirts, young man?
Huh? What are you talking about, lady?
Signora. Say it.
Signora.
Signora. Signora.
Signora?
Porca miseria, this is not going to be easy, is it?
Therapy ain't never easy, Senora.
So, therapy is always easy then?
Oh, wow. Okay, it's one of these ones.
I said it ain't never easy.
Is therapy easy or is it not?
Not, I guess.
Oh, how are we to examine my inner demons if your own speech is so diabolical?
You know what? Let's start over. Greetings and salutations, Senora. I am most honored to receive you in my humble office.
Very well. I suppose it will do.
Slap count, too.
I'm just here to help, Senora. It says here on your intake forms that you've been having a tough time lately.
Okay, let's actually read this properly. Okay. Isabella di Este was a key figure in the Italian Renaissance. She received a humanist education and knows much about history, art, music, and philosophy. She comes from a highly aristocratic background, but has endured considerable family issues through the generations. She states that she is undergoing an existential immortality crisis, suggesting that her life and unlife have been both meaningless. Suggestion: be exceedingly polite. Okay. Slap her, take the nice clothes and year into the bin. Damn, Megan! God damn, girl! That's so harsh! She's just here for a little bit of therapy.
A tough time. Indeed, yes, it has been a tough time. The realization that not only am I a corpse, but that I have been a useless corpse for nearly 400 years is a tough time.
So what's set off this feeling that you're a corpse?
I saw a film at the cinema.
Oh.
Hey, I love the cinema.
Bond with her over movies, bond with her over actors, bond with her over Hollywood glamour. I think she's more into the movies, right? She's a very intelligent person. She's not really into the actors, and she wouldn't really be into like the looks and everything because she's a very well-educated woman. So I think she's actually...
Well, not many of our kind are movie buffs. What are some of your favorite films?
I would hesitate to say favorite, but there are some films that are more acceptable than others. For instance, Beneath the Velvet Dusk or In Search of Sadness are engaging explorations of the mortal condition.
I have never seen those films, but I am willing to guess they're quite good.
Oh, I ain't heard of them. You ever seen The Three Stooges?
Utter vulgarity. I do not waste my time with such nonsense. Alas, these Stooges 3 would be preferable to the abomination I saw at the cinema that made me realize just how dead I am.
I'm trying to think of a really bad movie that I've seen recently. Or that was out in the... Oh, Madam Web. She saw Madam Web. Maybe that's it. Maybe she saw Madam Web.
It was a most terrible film. One that shook me to my core. The pain of it lingers with me still, 5 years later.
5 years later. Okay, so what was released 5 years ago that's possibly a vampire film that may have shook her to a core?
Well, movies can be pretty powerful. Heck, I remember seeing one of the first films. There was a train coming right for the audience. We thought we were dead for sure.
Twilight. Oh, it could be. Those films you said aren't real. Are they not? Oh, damn it. I thought for sure that'd probably be real.
This film was not powerful. It was meaningless. It said nothing. Did nothing. Less than nothing. As loudly and garishly as possible.
Now that sounds like a Transformers film to me.
And the audience, fools that they were, cheered, applauded this desecration of the mind.
Okay, you know what? Isabella would be a great film critic. I think her and Mark Commode would get on really well.
I hate this film with all my being, for it has done the cruelest thing. It has revealed the
I was going to say sounds like a
This
Michael Bay
life,
film.
as I
Yeah,
cling
exactly.
to, has no purpose.
Dang, what the heck was this movie?
Okay. Place your bets now, kids. What do you reckon the movie was? Because this is I think it might be a Michael Bay movie. I think it might be Transformers. What do you reckon? Transformers, Michael Bay. What else is like a terrible film? It could be any of the Twilights. I was going to say the Hobbit trilogy, but I think that's a bit mean. I can't compare the Hobbit trilogy to Michael Bay, because that's really mean. Okay, let's see what the movie is. No idea. There's a lot of shit films. It's true.
Space Wars. Rise of the Space Walker.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rise of Skywalker. Ah! 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 Oh god. I mean, to be honest, Rise of Skywalker was pretty bad. She doesn't hate all Star Wars. She just doesn't like this one. And to be honest, I'm kind of with her on this one. That's brilliant.
Well, wait a minute. Space Wars, the big science fiction franchise?
Yes, I believe it is important to understand modern media diets.
Hey, man.
But that's the movie that gave you your personal crisis?
Look, it gave a lot of people personal crises, okay?
Mind your tone. Do not think me a fool. I know it was not high art. But the money it made, it would make even the Pope blush.
That's also true. It did make an awful shit ton of money, which made Disney very happy.
This stinking trash. This is what the people want. You see, I understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all that I ever was, is dead.
No, it's a toss-up between... Hang on a minute. I'm going to have to look this up. Hang on a minute. Okay, let's see. Nosferatu thing. No, it's not Nosferatu. It's got to be disqualifying positive. Yeah, it's disqualifying statement. No, what?
For such a complicated woman, the answers are overly simple for Signora d'Este.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I thought that was disqualifying.
You see, I understand.
You don't seem that dead to me. We're having this conversation, ain't we? You ain't just
Yeah,
lying there decomposing.
It is no different. I might as well be rotting in the ground.
Boo-hoo, bitch. Get over yourself.
I think you might get pretty bored.
Are you getting smart with me, boy?
Look, I'm just talking facts. If you're saying all you are is dead, I think you might be doing some Nosferatu thinking. It ain't black and white. You're here. But let's go back to what you were saying.
Once, I elevated art, and all the world benefited. Why have I lost my power to elevate art now?
All the world benefited? There's a lot of people, and they got a lot of different preferences. You can't get them all, can you?
She's gotta catch 'em all.
But I could, once upon a time.
You can't reach everybody, Signora. I hadn't even heard of the Mona Lisa until about 1911.
Did you have any schooling whatsoever?
No, I didn't. But I don't think anyone in my time knew about the Mona Lisa either.
Oh, how wonderful. You add to my despair.
But you know about it now.
I'm saying you can't reach everyone, even in your own time.
That is true. I doubt the rabble had much of an opinion about the so-called Great Masters.
We only know what we know. But you were saying...
It was all for nothing. What good was guiding Da Vinci when they sell the Mona Lisa on beer coasters?
So let me get this straight. For you, the Mona Lisa is good if it's only ever a painting.
Hi, Rachel.
Of course. Those of us who are educated know the way things should be and when they fall short.
So there's perfect and not perfect for you, huh?
Yes. How clever of you to understand the difference.
Ah, okay.
You're not giving yourself a lot of room in between, are you?
No, there is no in-between.
There ain't much that's perfect in this world, Senora. You must be disappointed a lot of the time.
You have no idea. But as I was saying, it should not be so. Art should have meaning.
You're saying art should have meaning and purpose. But does all art need those things?
Oh, wow. Okay, we're getting into does art need to have meaning or purpose argument. Oh boy, this is something that I have discussed ad nauseum at university, so... Eesh. This is a real difficult subject to talk about.
What is the purpose of creation otherwise?
How about if I just like doodling? Ain't that a good enough reason to draw?
It is a pointless reason.
Well, maybe I want to do something pointless. All I'm saying is that I don't have the same shoulds you do.
We are playing Vampire Therapist, which so far has a sexy German Matt Mercer goth. We have a sexy 3,000-year-old vampire therapist called Andy. We've met his blood partner, Crimson. Yeah, a media cultural studies student who went to art school twice. This is too real. Yeah, exactly. This is far too real. And so far we're seeing our second client, who is called Isabella, and she is she is a vampire from the Medici period, during the Renaissance period in Italy. And she just saw their version of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and it's given her an existential crisis as what is the point in life? What is the point of art? Everything's fucked. This is the biggest pile of shit I've ever seen. If this can exist, how the fuck am I still here? It's all that kind of jazz.
Perhaps you should.
But I don't. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Which is speak like a peasant.
Heck, that's what I am, Senora. Ain't nothing gonna change that reality. Let's get back to what you were saying.
But it seems I am just a dead woman. A walking corpse who is not worth listening to. I should...
The Lady d'Este certainly does not use kind terms to describe herself, does she?
But it seems I am just a dead woman.
Now why have you gotta go and call yourself names?
They are not names, they are my reality. I am a dead woman, and I am a corpse, am I not?
Is that all you are?
This is how I am defined by the world.
Seems to me you're the one using them names. Hell, I think I'd be a little afraid of calling you a corpse.
As you should be. Allow me to continue. You know, you make me sound rather mad. Like an old woman, railing at the world, screaming into the void, all to no purpose.
Look, Senora, all I'm trying to do is show you where you're a little rigid in your thinking is all. You're expecting a lot from the world and a lot from yourself. It ain't no surprise that you're going to be disappointed over and over again.
I suppose that is some insight. Indeed, I have been in a state of
Be more like
disappointment
Uncle
from the moment
Iroh.
I was
I
16.
tend to be like Uncle Iroh.
What happened when you were 16?
I got married.
Ooh, yeah.
I think I get it.
You absolutely do not get it. You are a man.
Well then, help me understand.
Frankie, my husband. He taught me the meaning of disappointment.
Okay. Renaissance Karen. I would like to speak to your patron. I would like to speak to your pope.
He taught me the world was built upon lies. These things men proclaim as values. Truth, beauty, the spiritual. They were all fiction. But if men did not live according to principle, I would. I would set the example and shame them all. Yet, what a fool I have been to think humanity had greater aims.
So, what's this greater aim you're talking about?
I received a humanist education as a child. I was taught that the pathway to God was through rationality and a questioning mind, not slavish devotion to tradition. This world is not Eden, but it could be. Or so I thought.
So you're talking about a literal pathway to God?
No, fool. A pathway to godliness. To live according to our natures. Our true natures.
You mean being nudists? You mean being vampires? You mean being Italian? I think I'm gonna choose vampires.
You mean being vampires?
Come now, boy. Nothing could be further from natural. All this foolish hissing and copulation and blood drinking does not bring us closer to God. But it does give us more time to find the path.
Well, talk to me about this pathway to God. How do you reckon we find this path?
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible.
You really think we've got that much control, Senora? All we got to do is be perfect, and then we've got our pathway to the Almighty?
Here we go. Now, if you're of a religious disposition, this may be a little much, but there's got a point. I mean, to be honest, this is like media literacy and everything else. I mean, you've seen it in most sort of religions, or some people who believe in pagan heathen here. I'm good, yeah. So you get to a point where it's like religious extremism, where they think, well, if I'm the most perfect person, the most perfect Christian, if I follow every single commandment, even the ones that they don't talk about anymore, I will prove myself to God, and therefore I will be perfect. I am perfect. I will be next to godliness. And that's where all the problems start, because as soon as you start doing that, I have no fear of perfection. You'll never reach it. Salvador Dali. Very nice. Have no fear of perfection, yeah. And that's the thing. People get so wound up, and it's true. I mean, I do it, you do it, a lot of people do it. We get this feel that we have to be this best version of ourselves, otherwise we have no worth. Even if that means, you know, if you're not religious, then like me, I'm not particularly religious at all. Although I do say God a lot. Then anyway, if you're this sort of, has anyone seen Chocolat? Because the mayor, who's like very sort of, he's all about, you know, yeah, he's all about trying to sort of stop himself, to resist urges, to resist temptation, and through resisting temptation and being the perfect person who can walk through like a chocolate bar, walk through a chocolate shop and not sample anything, not even have saliva dripping down and thinking, that's delicious and tasty. Somehow you are closer to God and therefore you are perfection. But in doing so, you are denying your nature, your true nature, which some people will argue is actually closer to godliness, because that is, you know, if you believe in a god or deities, then those appetites and desires of what they gave you. Now, admittedly, some of those appetites and desires are dangerous, but generally speaking, you know, obviously we know as, you know, thinking human beings that a desire, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else, is absolutely fine. Whereas, and that's the problem, you know, it all sort of, the free will It's all very complicated. Anyway, sorry, that was far too deep for this time of night. Anyway.
Yes, it seems quite clear to me.
Although I do actually watch Chocolat. It's a very good film.
Senora, if that's how it is, it ain't no wonder you ain't forgiving yourself or anyone for the slightest mistakes. I would ask myself if anyone really has that much control. But keep talking.
I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts. Virtue must triumph over vice.
You've been around a while, Senora. In all that time, when have we mastered ourselves and our baser instincts?
Not a single day. Men especially have no bottom to their depravity.
She said bottom.
All right, fair enough. So us fellas have disappointed you every day for a few hundred years, right? Ain't that proof that nothing you do is gonna change that?
An evil thought, Mr. Samwalls, but true, I concede.
We're in agreement then. It's a little bit of a control fallacy to think that's gonna change because of you. Well, let's keep going.
I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them.
Hold up just a sec there, Captain.
Now that is
You really
Nosferatu
think all we
thinking.
can do is sow death and destruction?
I do not poke cows. Do I look like a farmer?
I would like to speak to your manager.
Come on, Senora. You've been alive to see what? 15, 20 billion people live and die? You really saying death and destruction is all each and every one of them ever amounted to?
Well, perhaps not individually, but as an immortal, I look at the greater arc of history.
Well, most of us ain't looking to contribute to the greater arc of history, but that don't mean life's pointless. That's some Nosferatu thinking, I'll tell you what. But let's continue.
I have always known the people have become fat and lazy, and living within the Garden of Eden is impossible in such a state.
Sounds to me like you're coming up with labels for kicking people out of the Garden of Eden.
Okay, I seem to be doing a bit better now, so this is quite good. I may be getting the hang
Is
of
that
this.
all we amount to? Fat and lazy?
Look around your own country, boy. Look at me. See my disgusting rolls and saggy features.
Oh, come on. She hasn't got saggy features.
Would you let me into the Garden of Eden?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Well, sure, why the heck not?
Exactly, thank you, Sam.
I am glad you are not the gatekeeper, then.
You rather have a gatekeeper who wouldn't let you in? Listen, Senora, you gotta go easy on yourself with them labels. Well, let's keep talking, though.
I have always known we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God's side once more.
No.
Who told our dear Senora all these things that must be done to reach God? I wonder how they...
I have always known we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God's side.
I think this here's the meat of it, Senora.
Damn it!
The filet mignon.
I fear your French is even worse than your Italian.
Here's the thing, Senora. Who came up with all them shoulds that'll take you to God?
Why, the greatest thinkers of history that I studied in my youth. Plato, Aristotle, Cicero.
Cicero? But he's in Skyrim, oiling himself up, looking after Mother.
Sounds like a bunch
Also,
of dead
Thomas
guys to me.
Aquinas can go
They
fuck
really had
off.
it all figured out way back when, huh?
Seriously, Thomas Aquinas has done so much fucking damage. It's unreal. The whole thing of how to live a... Yeah, yeet, Cicero, yeet! Okay, so Thomas Aquinas, if you don't know, I did... Well, you guys might know. You probably do know, and you probably remember more than I, because it was a long time ago when I did philosophy and ethics. But he essentially was the one who put God into the whole thing of how do you... So this was all to do with ethics, isn't it? How as you as a person live a good life? How do you be a good person? How do you live the good... Yeah, this is taking me back to AS level philosophy. How do you be a good person? How do you live a good life? And, you know, most people are like, well, you know, you contribute to society, blah, 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 blah. But that fucker, put God into it. He was like, well, believe in God. Do this, do that, believe in God. Not how do you live a good life? Not unalive people who annoy me. Fair enough. But yeah, Thomas Aquinas, man, smart dude, but fucked everything up for a lot of people. In terms of like the whole idea that you cannot live an ethical life unless you believe in God or follow the path of God is obviously, as a person who's not particularly religious and Pascal's wager, yep, that's another one, right? So, you know, the fact that you don't believe in God does not mean that you cannot be an ethical and moral person. So, you know, but Aquinas is saying, well, if you don't believe in God, how can you be an ethical and moral person? How can you live morally? So, anyway, we're getting way off topic. This game is making me sound intelligent when I'm not particular. No, don't label. We're trying to learn.
Well, of course not. How foolish do you think me?
Not at all, Senora. Just questioning where all them shoulds are coming from. But let's keep going.
So you think you are so very clever, do you, boy? That by pointing out my distortions, you have won? That is where you are truly the fool. I already know how wrong I have been, that I have been chasing an impossible fiction all my life.
Okay.
Indeed, I now believe that even if we did follow the pathway to God, once we reach the end, we would discover that he, too, was a work of fiction.
Yeah, probably.
When I say God, I mean goodness, propriety, intelligence. God himself is a lie.
Okay, yeah, she truly is a humanist.
I see. So you've lost your faith?
Yes, it has crumbled to dust, much like myself in this fat, wretched old body. Beauty and truth are lies. Ideas developed by ugly men to justify their existence. While we occupy ourselves chasing those ideals, they create space wars to leech our money and our vitality.
Okay, this is interesting.
And to think, they call me judgmental, while they created the false ideal to judge against. You don't think I'm judgmental, do you, boy?
Okay, yes, absolutely. You're doing nothing but judging. I've never seen anyone judge more than you. I think that one's a little bit too much. I'm gonna go for the medium option.
I wouldn't put it that way exactly. Besides, I ain't gonna call you names. In fact, that's where I think I want to challenge you. Senora, I think the person you're judging more than anyone is yourself. I know you got raised with all them high ideals, so of course you're getting disappointed when nobody can reach them. That's some heavy pressure, not just on them, but on yourself. I'd ask yourself what all that pressure's doing for you. Is it bringing you any satisfaction? We can't always control what things are gonna be.
This is not acceptable.
Hold on, I know this one. What the heck she mean it's unacceptable to not say that again, Senora? I got some bad news for you, Senora. None of us really has the power to change the world on our own. Not even a clever lady like yourself. I suggest we start working on ways of helping you find a way to accept the world for what it is.
But the world is base and unworthy.
Remember that term I told you about? Nosferatu thinking? You're gonna strip all the color out of the world if you keep doing that. The world's a lot more than just base and unworthy.
Nosferatu thinking. I am not used to having my own thoughts thrown back at me.
Well, that's why you're here, ain't it? I ain't gonna help you change the world, Senora. All I can do is help you find some other perspectives.
I suppose there is a certain simpleton's wisdom in the way you speak.
Thanks, I guess.
Very well, boy. I will consider what you have said. We will meet again in exactly 4 weeks. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, indeedy, Senora.
Ugh. Please learn to speak properly by then.
Well done, Samuel. I believe you handled Senora Deste quite well.
You kidding? That lady straight up hates my guts.
Samuel, if Isabella Deste hated your guts, she would not be shy about telling you so.
That's true.
That I believe.
Older we get, the harder it is to gain a different perspective. Have patience. We are not all as wise as Samuel Walls.
Guess it's just that simpleton's wisdom, as the Senora called it.
Do not adopt her labels, Samuel. I will not stand for it. I know she was a challenge, but you rose to it as I knew you would. I think you deserve a night of hard drinking. What do you say?
Yeah! We're getting fucked up tonight, friends.
You don't need to tell me twice. All right, Andy. I'll see you later then.
Indeed, Samuel. Enjoy yourself. Excellent work tonight. Rest in peace.
Oh, thank you for playing the preview of Vampire Therapist. In the full game, you'll treat clients from different historical eras, drink lots of goth necks, learn mindfulness and meditation, sit in a chair made by a famous carpenter deity, treat a historical child actor, and much more. Oh my god, this is brilliant. Ah! Guys, this was amazing. So, Vampire Therapist, it comes out July 18th. I am getting this and I am playing this because this is really, really enjoyable. I am loving it. I am putting this on my wish list ASAP. This is so good. Holy shit. It's really well written. There are some there is humorous elements to it, as most things like this are. I mean, I've always wanted to do like a thing or write something called The Fun About Depression, or, you know, funny things about depression or therapy, because there are some really interesting bits of dialogue, some interesting viewpoints. The whole Signora Isabella, she was really interesting. And I don't say that in a British way. She was genuinely very, very interesting. And it got my brain working, which is really good. I quite like it when my brain works. So, actually, I might just move my screen over a little bit. Whoop. So, yeah, Vampire Therapist. Holy shit, what a game. I am genuinely impressed. Okay, I am... Oh, what? What's going on there? Wow. Okay, don't mind me. I'm just fucking up the goddamn launch line. So that's Vampire Therapist. Safe in Our World, the video game's mental health charity. Oh wow! It's got its own Discord. Let's provide some feedback, shall we? I think we should. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch over to chatting for this one. That was really good. How old are you? I am freaking old. How on average, how often do you say you play visual novels? Never actually. I've never really done it. I've never played. Oh, I've played Stardew Valley. That is true. You know what? I should play Dream Daddy. I should probably play Dream Daddy. I have Windows. I played. Oh, it was about 2.5. Oh yeah, it was about 90 minutes. Keyboard and mouse. Yep. Extremely engaging. I think it was just about right. How would you rate the difficulty in... I would say it's about a 2. There are certain ones that I did like have difficulty. Between Nos... Okay, how do you spell Nosferatu? I can't remember. How do you spell Nosferatu? I'm dumbass. Nosver... No. Oh, okay, I've put an extra E in it, that's why. Thinking and control fallacy can be difficult to I can spell differentiate. Yes, that feels fair. Nope, didn't have any technical issues. Extremely likely. How likely are you to buy the full release? Fuck yeah. Yes, I'm recommending it to a friend. I'm recommending it to you guys. Yes, I'm going to add my email to that, but you can't see it. So there you go. Enjoy. Submit. Wonderful. Okay, so seriously, that was really fun. I had a really good time. Oh, okay, I just read something on the news. The moon is slowly drifting away from us. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had my fangs in. The problem is they don't show up when I've got, like, small screen, so... But, yes, I am truly a vampire. Okay, so I will be back tomorrow. I've got 6 viewers now. Apparently the fangs are doing it. If I keep doing this, maybe I'll get more people. So, okay. So tomorrow I will be streaming, but I will not be playing Baldur's Gate 3. I know. Bear with me. I will be playing with friends. Use your words, because I fancied, it's payday, I just fancied some fun. Not that playing Baldur's Gate 3 isn't fun, because it is fun, but I just wanted a little bit of a change. So I am going to be playing Use Your Words with my friends. So Doom Hippie and Megan, if you are about, would you be interested in playing? So it will be with the Cuddle Paths, or Cuddle Paths, which is my old D&D group. So we're going to play Use Your Words, and if I might actually, let's have a look on Steam. I might get some Jackbox games as well. Actually, I'll get rid of that. Exit. There you go. Get rid of that. Yeah. Okay, I don't usually... Well, I'm going to start about 8 p.m. Oh, okay, fair enough, Megan. No worries. So it's 8 p.m. GMT. So I know it's a bit short notice, so I do apologise. I literally just I was just sat at work today just going, do I want to play Baldur's Gate tomorrow? I'm not really feeling it. So I want to do some stupid shit. Might be around the back. Okay. Well, if not, I will be playing Use Your Words, so which will be fun. Let's have a look at the store. Oh, actually, wait. Let me just quickly go into home, library. I need to visit store page. We're going to put this on my wish list. I am gonna get this as soon as we're gonna get a Vampire Therapist as soon as it comes out. That's such a good game. What a fantastic game. Really, honestly, I am so glad I played that. That was an absolute delight. Let's have a look. Jackbox games. What have we got? So I might get another Jackbox game party pack. And play some more games as well. I just wanted fun with other people, to be honest. This is why I love, Next Fest. So many great demos. Absolutely. Holy shit. I literally just typed... Oh, Ghost Watchers looks terrifying. That's actually... No. I just typed in demos onto Steam, and after scrolling through quite a lot of porn, I did manage to find Vampire Therapist, and I took a punt on it. And you know what? New Dragon Age soon. I know you're hyped for it, Doom Hippie. I am intrigued by the new Dragon Age. I have seen you squeaking. Oh, I found one that's like an old school Resident Evil set in the UK. Hollow Body. Oh. You know what? I might save that for Halloween and shit myself on stream. That might happen. Yeah, the new Dragon Age. I will reserve judgment until I see people play it properly. I really hope it is good, and I hope people will really enjoy it. But after Anthem, anything that BioWare does now, I'm kind of a bit wary of. So I don't know. I want it to be good, but I got feelings. The gameplay trailer. Okay, now this is this is not being. I don't want to be a massive dick, but I fear I might be. This might be controversial, and I know, and I don't. And you know, obviously, if you're gonna play it and you're gonna enjoy it, and that's absolutely fine. You know, blah blah blah. I found that gameplay trailer. Okay, so I get they like where they are. It's all dark because there's a massive thing going on and whatnot. But I found it very dark. I found it too dark. Which again, that's a bit of an odd criticism, but bear with me on that. I also found it a bit strange that, and someone did point this out actually, that the enemies, or at least the majority of the enemies that you'll face in that gameplay trailer, didn't actually attack. I think there was one boss mob which was the Pride Demon. I think that was going on, but majority of them weren't attacking, so that just kind of seems a bit weird. I don't know. I think it's because again, it's the whole Anthem thing. Because when they showed gameplay footage and when they showed all the trailers, it was all on high-spec PCs. It was all highly controlled. I do find it a bit weird that, you know, they've been calling it Dreadwolf, 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 and then all of a sudden it's changed to Veilguard. I don't know. I think I want to be wrong. I genuinely want to be wrong. I genuinely want people to go, you know what? No, this is really good. This is a really good game. It's a fantastic game. It's exactly what we wanted after 10 years of waiting. Yeah, I think a lot of people were kind of hyped for it because of the whole solar stuff. Yeah, Anthem was my brother played the alpha for Anthem, and he was genuinely disappointed. Like, he was really sad. Anthem is an interesting beast. Anthem is a game that was in production for 6 years, but the actual they couldn't make up their mind what they wanted it to be. They changed oh, that's right, because EA was forcing BioWare to use an engine that none of them had ever used before. They'd never done a live service game before, so it was all very difficult. They didn't really know what they wanted to do, so it kept chopping and changing. The higher-ups kept chopping and changing. There was a massive crunch. And Anthem, really, the reason why it was so empty and the reason why it just didn't have anything was because it was finished within like less than 18 months, which for a game of that size and scope, for a team that had been working on it for 6 years, 6 years, that's ridiculous. Like, no wonder it was bugged to fuck. No wonder it had absolutely bugger all to it. Like, the whole idea of Anthem was pretty cool, but unfortunately this is what happens when higher ups development creep. EA just, it keeps piling up and it fucks up. It's the same thing with Gollum. Gollum was from a developer that had never done a platformer, like third-person platformer before. They were all isometric. I believe they were all isometric games before they attempted Gollum. EA gonna EA, exactly. And then, yeah, with Gollum, it was developer creep. It happens. People start going, oh, why can't we do this? Why we can't do that? And then you've got all these developers and coders who have never done this kind of game before going, well, we don't know how to do this. You're asking us to do things that we don't know, and you're not giving us time to actually do it. And then you're putting more shit on and chopping and changing it. And then by the time, I think there was something as well with the licensing. They had to do it before a certain time because of the license between whoever held the licensing for the official Lord of the Rings stuff. I think it was in possession of J.R. Tolkien's family, and then it wasn't, and then it was again. It was to be honest, there's some really good videos. Actually, let me see if I can find it real quick. What happened? What happened? Gollum. Because I know sort of people shit on Gollum a lot, but unfortunately it really is just a case of it just really sad. People just didn't know what they wanted to do. Yeah. If you get a chance, have a look at that. It's really interesting. And I think there's another one for Anthem as well. Yep, there it is. The Tragedy of Anthem, yeah. There you go. So yeah, this, I don't know if anyone actually remembers Two Best Friends, but this is Matt McMuscles, and he is very knowledgeable. And it's like the development of AC Origins. The original plan was there to be 2 leads. Yes. Doom Hippie, are you still playing Origins? Have you played Origins before? So if we talk about this, are you gonna be pissed? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I think most awful thing I find about Assassin's Creed games now is, and I don't know whether this is going to happen in the new Assassin's Creed, is the fact that they specifically put grind in so that they make you want to buy these upgrades so that you don't have to grind as much, so you pay to level, which that system only should ever work if you're playing things like World of Warcraft, where to grind that much to get to the level to go and play with your friends really isn't viable. Like, if you were all starting from level 1 again, yeah, okay, that's absolutely fine. But if you've got a bunch of mates who are like level... Christ, I don't even know what level you can get up to in World of Warcraft now. But if you're at like if your friends are all at a high level and you're not, that's the only time I will probably say that that's acceptable to pay for leveling. But that's just me. I'm old school. I was talking to someone at work the other day about I think it was Ubisoft saying that you don't own your games, which technically from a legal standpoint is true. You don't actually own the game. You own a license to run a copy of a game, but the thing that fucks it up now is the fact that pretty much all games require an online component. So if, for example, back in day, if you happen to have a copy of, I don't know, like a Tekken 1 that runs on, or just Tekken, a really old copy of Tekken that runs on a PlayStation 1. If that PlayStation 1 works and you've got the technology to get it going, then you can still run that game because there's no online thing that needs to happen to keep it going, right? There's no online service, there's no servers that needs to still be up. It's perfectly fine, right? So therefore that license is, quite a long license. It's like a 99-year lease on a property, right? Where it all goes down the pan is like, say, Halo 2, where the online servers are all gone now. And I think Halo 3 as well. All the online servers, they're gone. Because there's that. So the detail was that Bayek was meant to be killed off about halfway through and you would play the rest of the game as Aya Amunet. But the higher-ups went, nope! And Aya's role was reduced to a side character. You play in like 2 missions, totally erasing her from the story in wider lore, which sucks as she and Bayek are basically form the assassins. Right. You know what? I remember my housemate playing that at the time, and I was like, well, she seemed... Because there's a bit where sort of Bayek goes off for a bit, and you kind of think, oh, okay, well... she should probably do more, right? But she didn't. It was really weird. So that explains a lot. It took away from her exploring her side of the loss and start of the game. It was her kid that died. Oh, fucking Ubisoft. That explains a lot. Yeah. This is genuinely why I like small developers, because this shit doesn't go wrong. Oh, that sucks. Nah. Just trying to think what out of the new games that I'm actually like. Dragon Age I think there's a few indie... I mean, obviously, like Vampire Therapist, I think there's a few other indie games that I'm kind of interested in. I just can't think to the... Both Bayek and IO's VO performance have said that they would love to come back and expand the story and maybe add in what was taken out. Oh, that would be really nice. But I doubt that will ever happen. Because, oh god, the amount of people that piss and moan. I mean, okay, so the new Assassin's Creed, everyone's... Well, not everyone, but a certain population, shall we say, are pissing and moaning about the fact that if there's a oh, that's true. I should play that. I really should play that. That's on my wish list. Yeah, the new Assassin's Creed, like a small but loud proportion of idiots, shall I say, are pissing and moaning about that one of the characters is a female ninja. Ugh. And you also got a black samurai who is based on Then You Can Cry Over It Instead of Me. Yasuke. Or Yasuke. Like, who is a historical figure in Japan. And just fucking... Oh, Christ. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why we can't have nice things. But anyway, I digress. I should probably go now because I need to go and wash my face, snuggle up in bed, and then I will be back tomorrow, 8 PM GMT, with my friends to play some Use Your Words. Oh, yes. Oh, God. It's like... Oh... I mean, I could do an entire rant on the Assassin's Creed bollocks that I recently witnessed, because it just... Oh, but he wasn't really a samurai. Oh, he wouldn't really fight. He was just a sword bearer. He was just a retainer. Yeah, dude, retainers had basically seen some shit, and they were given like a higher up status. Like, and they're arguing with fucking scholars and shit. It's like, go talk to people who know more about this stuff. But I'm fairly sure. But either way, it doesn't really matter because it's a fucking Assassin's Creed game. It deals. Yeah, he was trained to fight, and he did fight. Just like when they go, oh, there were no female samurai. Well, technically speaking, yes, you're correct. They weren't given the rank of samurai. But there were women trained as samurai, and they were very good archers, and they were very skilled with glaives, because everyone thinks samurai is just using katanas and that kind of stuff, but samurai were so much more than that. They were fucking skilled archers. They were just multi-purpose. Oh, I could go into this. So much. Might need a little bit more research, but I could do it. Yeah, so... the thing is that I'm kind of getting used to the fangs now. I'm kind of thinking, I'm going to wake up in the morning and go, oh, where's my fangs? I think I should wear fangs all the time. I quite like them. Have I got makeup on? I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up. I might have got... Have I got lipstick on my vampire teeth? Who knows? Yeah, exactly. Women, like... It's just men with very small peepees. Men with very small peepees. Who keep bringing this shit up. Oh! Did you see the... Okay, just before I go, and I will go. Did you see there was a TikTok of... I don't know who it is, but there was a trailer for the Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater remake. And... Yes, we really do need to remote. Take the microphone away. Take the microphone away. It's not helping you, my friend. It's really not. No. Nah, it's really not. So yeah, so this guy was, I can't remember who it was, but there is a clip of it on TikTok that's doing the rounds, and he just saw the trailer for Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater remaster, and he goes, oh great, well this looks really good, but I really hope they don't make it political and stuff. Excuse me a minute. Anyone with a slight interest or glancing knowledge of any game that Hideo Kojima has made knows it's Metal Gear. Exactly, it's Metal Gear. That person missed the fucking point by a goddamn country mile. What absolute fucking cod's bollocks. It's like saying the first Last of Us wasn't political. Are you joking? Are you fucking serious? It's true. It's true. It's fucking true. They're not. It's like whoosh. I don't know where it's gone, but it's somewhere in the stratosphere. I believe it's near Uranus. Oh, have I got makeup? Oh, I got makeup on that. Oh, well, never mind. But yeah, seriously, I was aghast and agog. It's like saying that, you know, Dragon Age isn't political, or basically any video game media to a certain degree has a political slant to it. You could possibly argue Mario. Maybe. I think, to be honest, even Zelda nowadays has sort of like a... It's not so in your face, but you can read the subtext. Media literacy is a thing. But anyway. Fucking Metal Gear. Hope it's not political. Hope they haven't made it political. Are you... Boy howdy, I hope they don't have if they ever remake Metal Gear Solid 2, or if they do a remaster of it, and people start pissing and moaning about Vamp being, oh, he's so overtly gay, oh, he's so overtly... No, he always was. Vamp, it's in his name. It's in the fucking script. It's in his fucking bio. This is all stuff that has existed. I might have a bald spot. It's possible I might have a bald spot. Or is that just the light? Might be just the light. Whatever. Yeah, Picard facepalm activate. Just so many face palms. Unbelievable. 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 Anyway, I'm going to go now because it's almost 11 o'clock and you lovely people need to go to bed and go to work and or go to Glasgow and do things. I need to go to bed because I need to get up early, and then I'll be back tomorrow for more fun and frolics and talking bollocks. And then I can figure out what the fuck I'm going to play for next What the Fuck Thursday. So, excellent. Alright. Love you loads. Thank you very much for turning up. Mwah. Have a good night. Good night, my loves. Good night. Let me just write. Good night. Good night. Good night. And remember, sexy German goth Matt Mercer is watching you. Good night. Bye bye.